407 Barbecue.
I am Jolette Ryan with the North Texas team, now powered by Compass Realty. I have been providing my clients, friends, neighbors with premier real estate services in Argyle for over 18 years. I am dedicated to providing my clients with a more powerful service and even more powerful results. We are working together to create a personal experience to help you accomplish your real estate goals. Call us today if you have any real estate needs. We are proud to be part of the Argyle family, and go Eagles!
All right, time now for the NWC General Construction Scouting Report. And joining us now is the head coach of the
an Argyle Eagles Booster Club production.
Welcome in to the LHN Financial Pregame Show here on Argyle Eagles Booster Club Broadcasting. My name is Blake Jones, and I'll be your host for tonight's show. Argyle handled business last week with a 77-7 victory over the Carrollton Ranchview Wolves, improving Argyle to 6-1 on the year and 2-1 in district play. Next up in district tonight is the Terrell Tigers. And coming up after the break, we begin to break down tonight's game by speaking with their head coach, Marvin Sedberry Jr. You're listening to Eagles Football, brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's Banana Pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
I am Jolette Ryan with the North Texas team, now powered by Compass Realty. I've been providing my clients, friends, neighbors with premier real estate services in Argyle for over 18 years. I am dedicated to providing my clients with a more powerful service and even more powerful results. We are working together to create a personal experience to help you accomplish your real estate goals. Call us today if you have any real estate needs. We are proud to be part of the Argyle family, and go Eagles!
All right, time now for the NWC General Construction Scouting Report. And joining us now is the head coach of the Terrell Tigers, Marvin Sedberry Jr. Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Appreciate your time once again. We heard from you last year, and it's good to do it again. But before we start with football, I kind of want to update your personal life just a little bit. Did I see that you wrote a book?
I did write a book. I actually have a website for it. It's called Game Planning Your Takeover. And it's basically about my journey as a head coach. You know, I've been a head coach since I was 27 years old. I've kind of been successful. You know, I've been able to kind of flip every program and bring it out of sometimes the cellar, so to speak. And so it's just about my journey and just trying to, you kind of hit that age where I'm not an old head coach, but I mean, at that point I've been a head coach. I think this is year 16. And so it's like, I've got to try to give back to the younger generation because I just feel like the game is changing as far as coaches. We're losing coaches in the profession. And so I've kind of just detailed and there's a detailed recap of my story and how I got to where I was or where I am and then how, what my journey was like and kind of some of the obstacles I faced and just trying to give coaches some encouraging words to, stick it through.
I know you were hesitant to say it, but I'll say it for you. Yeah, you're an excellent head coach and you've turned around a lot of programs. So, if anyone's going to write a book, you're one of the people at the top of the list.
I appreciate that.
Of course. Another thing in your personal life is you got a promotion there at Terrell. You're now the AD. So how are you enjoying that role?
It's work. Coach Leaf made things really easy for me when I became the head coach, and he was the AD. And so as he decided to retire, and taking over those duties full time, it keeps me busy for sure. Between other sports and just dealing with the day-to-day duties, and then also coaching football. I don't have downtime.
Yeah. Well, this is Marvin Sedberry Jr. on with us, and Coach, a few weeks ago you won Dave Campbell's Coach of the Week, which is it's a big honor in and of itself, but it's also because it's an award that your dad won too, and I know your dad helped shape you into the man you are, the coach you are today. How special was that for you to win the same award that your dad did?
Man, it's awesome. He's here on staff with me, and so it's kind of funny because sometimes I get lectures just like everybody else. And so then you're like, hey, I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit, And then it's funny because, I've had coaches before that were on staff with him and then on staff with me, and they're like, y'all don't even realize how much alike you are, sometimes. And it's really neat. It's really cool. But, he obviously congratulated me just like when I got the AD job, he brought me this little wood deal that had my name on it, Marvin Sedberry, athletic director. He was the first one to kind of give me a gift. And, if you know my dad, he's kind of a super stern, guy, but, I know what that means, that he's proud. And, it's been really cool having him here now every day.
Yeah, we touched on it last year in our interview that I talked to a former player of his, And he said your dad was one of those coaches that you loved, but you just hated at the same time, just because he brought the best out of you. So that's awesome. Coach, if you're anything like me, everything you do is to make your family and your parents proud. And that's got to be such a cool experience having your dad on the staff, especially after a win on Friday night. How special is that to you? What kind of emotion does that bring?
It's really awesome, because it's one of those deals. Sometimes you kind of get to he was the defensive coach, and so I'm an offensive coach. So I always tell him, like I said, you got out just in time as far as being a head coach. Because I'd love to have played you, but I know my parents are happy for me, and it's a great. I know they're happy with the success that we've been able to have, and they've also seen the growing pains, and they know the true journey of what it's taken to get to where we are at every place. So it's really awesome.
That's cool. That's very cool. So, Coach, you've written a book. You got a promotion. You're winning Coach of the Week. Does all of this get you in the same room as Jamie Foxx?
Hey, I would love to meet him.
Still haven't.
I still haven't, man. I've got a couple people from around town that said they talked to him, and so I feel like, hey, set it up. I'm ready. Like I told you last year, I think I'm ready for him to make an intro song for us or something, to liven it up. But I said maybe we got to win a few more games to really get that pat on the back,
Well, I know he's such a big football fan. He loves the Cowboys. He's very proud of where he's from, back in Terrell. I just thought for sure, you would have earned an appearance by now, but we'll get on it. We'll get on it. That answer will be yes next year, I promise you.
I'm hoping.
So, Coach, let's finally get into football. You had your first real offseason this year. You took over, I believe, May 1st when you first got to Terrell. School got out May 16th, so that's not a real offseason. Last year, You didn't have an offseason due to COVID, but this year, it looked like the most normal offseason that you've had. What were you able to work on and install during this offseason that maybe you couldn't before?
Discipline. I think that's probably the biggest thing for us, discipline and strength. I mean, our kids were behind in the weight room when I got here, and then because of that as well, just at least let me say as far as behind what I believe we should be. And I think we were able to close the gap. Is it closed all the way? By no means. But is it closing? Yes. I think that's why we're better defensively, because we're finally strong enough to make a tackle. And then I think we're better as a team because we have the discipline to kind of fight through adversity, and we've been able to put the kids on the track and actually have a track season and put speed out there on the field to give us a chance,
Absolutely. This is Coach Marvin Sedberry Jr., the head coach at Terrell, on with us in the pregame show. Coach, you mentioned it last year. You had a very young team. I believe you started a couple of freshmen.
Yes.
You go through the growing pains of having a young team, but now they're older. Are you reaping those benefits of playing those younger kids? You got off to a hot start of 4-1 this year.
Right. And we are, I kind of laugh because when I took this job, we had 48 kids in the program, and now we're up to about 137. So, we've obviously increased our numbers and all of those things. But the bigger thing is, we only have 13 seniors this year. And so with us only having 13 seniors, it really, still gives my young kids quite a bit of playing time. As far as my varsity bunch on offense, we only have one true senior that starts. And so it makes a difference as far as, just technique, confidence, kids understanding what they're supposed to be doing, and just getting it done.
Yeah, and, for most of your career, you're labeled as a spread guy. You said it. You were an offensive guy, but here lately you've switched to the wing T just because of your personnel. And I just read an article where wing T teams in the Metroplex, I believe they started 20-4, which is an incredible record for what most people would say is an older offense. But to you, what makes the wing T so effective?
Well, nowadays, because everybody is spread happy, it's something that people don't see all the time. It's one of those things that people, they don't have to prepare for it. And then when I think, too, these younger defensive coordinators, they haven't had to defend it.
Right.
But the thing that I've learned about it, it's kind of crazy because I actually said, our offensive coach today about it, is that, the young generation is so spread. You do have to believe in it. But the thing the wing T does is it allows you to still be successful and have a system in place on the years that you don't have as much talent. It allows you to kind of get through what I call those lean years, when there's some years you're going to be loaded, doesn't matter what you run. You can run the wishbone, the wing T, the spread, and you're going to win. Then there's other years you're not as talented, but now it shortens the game. It gives you, an opportunity to, control the clock and keep your defense off the field, which is always a positive thing. So
Absolutely. I got one more question for you, Coach. I always appreciate your time. You're so generous with it. You've taken huge strides this year. This is your third year at Terrell. When you take a step back and you look at the imprint that you have on that program, what are you most proud of right now?
Right now, I'm just really proud of the growth that our kids have had as just people, as understanding what it takes to be a student athlete. For example, we just ended our first cycle, and we had less than a 2% failure rate, and they're understanding what being a student athlete is. I'm proud of the way we've been able to increase participation at every level, from middle school, high school, the way we've been able to get the community behind us. I know we've struggled the last couple of weeks, but, nobody's flinching. It's like we understand. We know the districts that we're in and the cards we've been dealt, but we can see the change and the improvement in the things that we've made happen.
Well, that's awesome. You're doing something right if you go from 48 kids to well over 100. So these kids want to play for you, and it's easy to see why. Coach, as always, I appreciate your time. Best of luck to you and your kids on Friday night, and it's always great to hear from you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach Sedberry. Coming up after the break, we'll hear from our own head coach, Coach Rogers, and his weekly flyover.
NWC General Construction. It's about trust. When you hire a contractor, especially after a hailstorm, you'd better hire one who you can trust. NWC General Construction is that company. We've got a 40-year history. NWC is a GAF Master Elite roofing contractor and a member of GAF's exclusive President's Club. We do roofing, gutters, painting, siding, windows, fencing, and more at a fair price. Please visit our website at nwcgeneralconstruction.com or call us at 214-989-ROOF.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe and Tina Bartram with LHM Financial, formerly known in the Eagle community as CNN Mortgage. We're a privately owned mortgage lender since 1998, offering home financing options for your family needs. LHM Financial is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles and an active member in the community. So mention this ad and receive $500 towards the cost of your appraisal when we do your financing on your next home. Give me a call at 817-601-7800. If you have dreams, we have solutions. LHM is licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending. LHM NMLS is 184530. Joe Bartram's NMLS is 1010778. Go Eagles!
All right, time now for the weekly flyover brought to you by LHM Financial Corporation. And I'm seated with Coach Rogers. I wanted to go back a couple games ago. You drop one on the road at Melissa, and your team responds really well and beats a good Anna team, an Anna team on the rise under Coach Parr. What were your takeaways from the game against the Coyotes?
I thought we performed very well. It was a time for us to try to rectify and get things right. We kind of went back to basics and tried to find ourselves just executing at the lowest common denominator. And I thought our kids played very well. We were strong in all aspects of the football team.
And then last week, your team handles business on the road on a short week. What did you like coming out of that one against Carrollton Rangeview?
Carrollton Rangeview's got really poor numbers this year, and so they were struggling to put a good, fundamentally sound football team out there. But I thought we got some quality playing time. We moved some JV kids up. The JV team, game got canceled due to rain, and so we gave them some quality playing time, and I think it's going to play its dividends further down the road.
I wanted to talk about Jet Copeland. He's now had 2 games under center or behind center, I guess, if you're back in the shotgun.
At the helm.
Right. How do you think he's done so far quarterbacking the offense?
I think he's done well. We've given him a small menu of plays to execute from. We'll continue to, add some things to the game plan each and every week. We love the way that the ball's coming out of his hands, and he's been able to make all the throws. We're not dealing with any arm fatigue, which, resuming him as a quarterback we were worried about, but we've managed that pretty well up to this point, and we're expecting great things from him moving forward.
So, moving ahead, you got Terrell this week. Wing T offense, you saw it last year. Coach Sedberry Jr. is doing a great job over there. He's got his dad on staff, which is really neat for him. What do you see from Terrell, and what are your rapid med keys to victory against them?
Well, you can tell that the coaching staff's been in place for a couple of years now. They know what to do. They do it very well. They have an abundance of athletes and a sundry of sizes. They've got the big offensive linemen, the big offensive tackles, good defensive line, and then tons of skill positions. They're physical. They execute at a very high level, and they've gone and won some good games. So we've got to, when you play the wing T, it all starts by lining up right, and you have to get aligned correctly defensively. And I think once you get lined up correctly, I think we're going to be okay. But they give you some little nuances that there's some subtleties there that you've got to pick up on, and they snap the ball quick, so you have to pick up on it quickly. So I'm sure there's going to be an acclimation period at the beginning of the game just to for the pace of the game, and we've got to get acclimated very quick and get it shut down. Offensively, I think that we've stacked some more plays on the end of the script, and we need to execute and be very verbal with while we're going about business. And every time the ball snaps, we need to look for positive plays. And I think if we can do that, we should be okay in the end.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for your time, and best of luck Friday.
Thanks, Blake.
Thank you, Coach. One more break inside the LHM Financial pregame show, and then I'll throw it to the guys for tonight's action. Stay with us.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized minor emergency care and primary care, checkups to cuts, broken bones, vaccinations, rapid COVID testing, physicals, and now with our all-new online booking system, scheduling a visit has never been easier. Simply visit our website at rapidmed.com, find a time that works for you, and book your video visit or schedule an in-person visit. Rapid Med Urgent Care, the hometown family doctors with Texas-sized hearts, extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
All right, that'll do it for me tonight. I'd like to thank Coach Sedberry and Coach Rogers for coming on the show. And I'd like to thank you for listening. And now let's go live to Eagle Stadium and step inside the 407 Barbecue press box where Mitch Cullen and the legendary Kenny Arthur will take you the rest of the way.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's homecoming night here in Argyle, Texas. As Blake mentioned, I'm Kenny Arthur with Mitch Cullen, Clark McNulty. Blake Jones twisting and tweaking, and so we will sound exceptionally well tonight, no matter how poorly we perform. It's a beautiful night for football here at Eagle Stadium for homecoming 2021. The Terrell Tigers are in town. Terrell comes in with a record of 4-3 and 1-2 in district play. And Mitch, they're one of those teams, they started off kind of strong this season. Now, you never know sometimes in exactly who the competition, well, we know who the competition was, but exactly how strong some of the competition was. But saw them beat a couple of teams, and then we thought a really good Kaufman team. They played them really tough a couple of weeks ago, and but they just kind of seemed to lost a little momentum in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, those first couple of weeks of the season, they were kind of scary, right? We looked at it, we thought, man, this district that we're in this year is going to be pretty tough, but you're right. They've kind of faded at the finish line, but, I think they're still scary in a way. I think they have a lot of talent on both sides, and Argyle has got to respect that talent, right, regardless of what their record is.
Well, and I think the toughest thing for a team like Terrell, and we've seen this in some other teams throughout the years, Mitch, is, the Kennedale's kind of like this as well, right? They're a run-heavy offense. They run the wing T. They don't throw the ball a whole lot. I think the most they've thrown in any game this year has been like 7 passes, but they don't even want to do that. And so the only problem there is you get down, a couple touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, you've kind of reached a point where there's really nothing you can do. It's almost impossible for the team to come back. And I think if you watch some film on Terrell, it's almost what you see. You see after they get down 14, 21 points, it's almost like you see their heads drop and they know that they're going to have trouble coming back and winning the game.
Yeah, and in the run-heavy offense, it's just really tough because the clock is always running, and unless you can break those long runs fast, which would be similar to throwing the long pass for the touchdown, it's a super steep uphill climb to get back into a game.
Well, as we get ready for homecoming here tonight, it's going to be a good night. I think we're going to sent it down to the field a couple of times tonight, and I think the rings are being given out to the state champion golf team from last year, and I believe somebody else. You mentioned somebody else.
Tennis.
Yep. Tennis as well. So that'll be fun tonight as well. So not just homecoming, and of course we'll talk about that as well, as we'll have a homecoming king and queen announced tonight as well, as we are here in the 407 Barbecue Press Box. And, you know, something we like to do here and want to make sure. So this Terrell team we talked about, and they're 4-3. They've put some wins together. So this is not just one of those games you got, like last Thursday against Ranch View. I mean, heck, we're in Texas, so I can say it. Bless their heart. I mean, you know, that's just one of those games, you know, the second before you ever even get out on the field that you really don't have to put your starters out there, right? But this is one where you still got to come to play because this is a pretty good team. So what's important, Mitch, right now is the Rapid Med Urgent Care keys to victory.
That's right. So as dangerous as they are and throwing the records out the window, which is the old cliche, right? I think the number one thing is you're getting close to the playoffs. You got just a couple of games left in district. I think Argyle has to look at this game as a playoff type game, and you got to start out fast, right? You got to start out like you're playing a Stephenville or a La Vega or a Melissa or whoever, and take them serious and start out fast and hard, just like it's a playoff game. And I think if you can do that, then the other thing is you got to control more than anything else the defensive line, since they are a run-heavy team. You got to control that defensive line and shut down the run. And if you do that, hopefully your offense is clicking and you run up the score and you get to a comfortable spot. You can get your starters out, get some of next year's guys in, get them a lot of experience. And then I think number 3 for Argyle is going to be just limit your turnovers, right? If you can limit your turnovers, control that defensive line of scrimmage, and start out fast, I think Argyle shouldn't really have too much trouble.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Terrell Tigers and that couple of their players that might cause some problems along the way. Matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and let you know who their starters are here instead of interrupting play here in a few minutes, as we got just a couple of minutes here. We've got the school songs going right now. Up front for the Terrell Tigers, the center, one of your favorite names we talked about this morning at the Snooty Pig, San Lucas Coronado. Sounds like a town in California. Christian Hedgeman and Hersey McCready are both juniors. They're the guards. And Josh Nwankpa is a junior. He's the right tackle. And Sensei Roan is the left tackle. He is a senior. They do have a wide receiver. Even though they run that wing T, they won't throw a whole lot. Only 3 catches on the season for the starting wide receiver, Darion Holmes. He's a junior. Tight end is Zamandrick Hambrick. He's got 1 catch on the season as well. Quarterback, sophomore Lyndon Henderson wears number 4, but you'll also see Monte Kennedy, a junior, number 5. They lots of times rotate in and out each possession, so you'll see both of those guys tonight. Fullback, number 6, Tynarius Baker. He's got 306 yards on the season, averaging 9.9 yards a carry is Baker. The running back is Chase Bingman. He's a sophomore, averaging 7 yards a carry, 789 yards on the season, 10 touchdowns, so he leads the team in all those categories. And then there's a wing back for them in that wing T. Travion Roberts is a sophomore as well. He's got 6 carries on the season for 15 yards, and that's the offense for the Terrell Tigers. So Chase Bingman, probably the name that you'll want to listen for the most tonight, as he'll be the one they'll want to get the football to and try to get him out in the open. Lots of speed from number 20, the sophomore running back. Defensively, Terry Davis, he was a starter a year ago. He's the middle linebacker. Leads the team with 47 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and an interception. And he's got Canarius Stewart and Jarius Scruggs on the outside of him as the linebackers. Up front, the big boys for them, Jalen Hobbs and Hersey McCready, the defensive ends. Gerald Richmond and Malachi Williams are the defensive tackles. And the safeties are Kanye Nix and Ashton Williams. And the corners are Philip Nickerson and Trey Garner. And one of the things, little inside scoop I got there, Trey Garner is about 5'7". And they're going to try to put Wayne Pritz on him maybe Sunday night at 6'7", and see if we can't just do a little throwing the ball up and seeing what happens there.
Get a mismatch situation going.
Yeah, as the entire Eagles team has come out onto the field, Terrell just brought out their captains so far, and we're just about ready to head out to the field here for the Slayton Capital Advisors coin toss. And I think here comes the Terrell Tigers.
So Lyndon Henderson, he's kind of named after 2 East Texas towns, right?
That's right.
Oh, that's not our band playing the fight song?
No, that's Terrell's band. Yeah, they have the fight song.
A couple of empty seats over there. If anybody wants to come and sit on that side of the stadium, there's a few seats there.
Definitely filling in on the home side. As looking down on the Argyle sideline, had a couple of injuries last week, and a few guys that may have just been kind of resting, maybe a little banged up, and Ranchview was an opportunity for them. But there's only two folks I see right now not suited out down there on the sideline. That's 37 Hudson Immaterio, who was hurt a few weeks ago, had a leg injury. And the good news about him, though, is there's not a leg brace on there. There was last week, so maybe he's on his way back. And Wes Tucker, he had shoulder surgery, season-ending shoulder surgery. That's the only two injuries we see out there. Maybe a couple of guys banged up that don't get to play tonight. So we'll head down to the field for that coin toss.
Number 7, Jet Hoffman, and 72, Wilson.
Help us out. If you see somebody doing something they shouldn't be doing, get them going. Get them to before we have to, all right? This is the coin. Flag's going to be heads. Eagle's going to be tails.
And number
tails,
2
heads.
is Mark.
What are you going to call?
Hillburn.
Heads. What do you say? Heads. All right, here we go. Just tails. You guys want the ball? You want the ball.
Argyle has won the toss and chosen to receive.
And that's what they want to do. They want to get out and score quickly is what Argyle wants to do. So Argyle will have the football first. Here's the starting offense for your Argyle Eagles as we're just about set for the national anthem here. Jet Copeland is the quarterback. He's the senior, 6'2", 171-pound senior. Peyton Shoemake usually gets starting at running back, but it's running back by committee. The wide receivers are Hayden Stewart, Ward McCollum, Riley Page in the slot. Tight end is Grant Cheney. Up front, the big boys, Jason Crowder, the junior, is the center. Nick Rubian and Austin Criswell, both seniors, are the guards. And two other seniors, Dominic Reed and Sheridan Wilson, are the tackles. I mentioned Peyton Shoemake, Knox Scoggins, Landon Ferris, Dax Rainey will all get time at running back tonight as we're pausing for a moment of silence here at Eagle Stadium.
Thank you.
Now our national anthem, it's junior Sheridan Osler, part of the a cappella choir here at Argyle. Another one of those talented kids here at Argyle High School. So Sheridan Osler with your national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the homes of brave?
Well, even an extra round of applause for that young lady when you got mic problems like that. And she still is able to handle the pressure and nail it. So Sheridan Osler Jr. for Argyle there with your national anthem as we continue here with the pregame show, the LHM Financial pregame show, and just about set for kickoff here from the 407 Barbecue press box. But let's check down on the field with Clark McNulty, see if we can get the Chick-fil-A on 407 mood on the sideline tonight. Clark, you got us?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, class of 1985, Argyle, Texas, right here, representing. These guys are ready to play. I was just surrounded by the offense. They know they're going out, and there's an intensity down here that I haven't seen for a few weeks, and I'm really looking forward to a tough physical game tonight.
Back deep for Argyle, the Felton brothers, Jaquan and Jamel. Set to kick off for the Terrell Tigers. We'll see. They've switched out some kickers from time to time. It could be 23 Cason Martinez. Could be number 16 Colton Brunke. It looks like it's going to be Brunke, number 16, kicking off to Jaquan or Jamel. As we were just about set for homecoming 2021.
They got the old school starter guy out there, right? Drops his arms.
Right. It's going to be Jamel, and Jamel's going to take it at the 11-yard line over near the numbers. Coming back to the left. Oh, he's upended. Nice open field tackle there. But he might have been a little injured there. The tackler there for Terrell, and that's their quarterback. Actually, number 4, Lyndon Henderson, but he gets up and runs off the field. But so Argyle will have it first and 10, only at their own 18-yard line. Is where the Eagles will have it. And, of course, as I mentioned, Jet Copeland is your quarterback. Good to have Dominic Reed back out there. He actually played last week. First time back in a few weeks after being injured. And Argyle will come out with the 2 tight end look. So Grant Cheney and Riley Van Poppel. No, Riley Van Poppel's the sole tight end out there. And there's going to be a handoff here. Running left in at running back on the first play. There's Peyton Shoemake. And Peyton's going to have a pickup about 4 running behind left guard Austin Criswell. Be second down and 6. Eagles to the line quickly. 2 receivers right, 1 left. We'll paint the picture for you in a second. Give you the Cinch Cleaners uniform update. Not a whole lot of running room straight ahead. This time, right behind Nash Kruger, the center, and a pickup of maybe 2 to the 24-yard line. Going to leave a 3rd down and 4. Terrell in their white jerseys, red pants, with white piping on those red pants, red numerals, red stripes around the shoulders. There's a flag down. This is going to be a free play for Jet Copeland. Now he's just going to take off running and now turns it up at the 30. Inside the numbers, he'll cut it inside all the way up to the 45-yard line, a 21-yard run for Jet Copeland, and an Eagle first down, so Argyle will decline this.
That penalty decline. Result of the plays, first down.
So first down here for Argyle as they get out here quickly. The receivers out there right now, Hayden Stewart and Warden McCollum are wide left. Wayne Pritz is wide right. First down and 10 from their own 45. Copeland with play action to Shoemake. He's going to go deep to Pritz on the right side. Pritz is going to go up, and he can't quite come down with it. The defender had fallen down. We talked about that mismatch, Mitch, earlier, and that actually wasn't Garner. That's number 24, Travion Roberts. But that's also a mismatch, and but Wayne Pritz just couldn't come down with it.
Yeah, and when you see the guy fall down, too, I was a little bit suspicious if maybe they're going to get him for a shove, but good grief. With that guy laying on the ground as big as Argyle is, that was a crazy mismatch right there.
Delayed handoff straight ahead, breaking the tackle is Shoemake at midfield. He's into Terrell territory to the 36-yard line. 37 they'll call. That's an 18-yard pickup for Shoemake and another Argyle first down.
Yeah, Argyle's MO this year has been really slow starting on the run game. Looks like they're trying to establish that pretty early here.
2 receivers right, 1 left, bouncing out to the left. This time is Shoemake, and he's going to go untouched. 10-5, Argyle Eagle touchdown. 37-yard touchdown run for Peyton Shoemake, and for some reason he just runs right by Trey Garner, and Garner just kind of olayed and let him go right by for that 37-yard touchdown run. 6 on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and it looked like it was designed to go maybe off tackle, off guard, and he just kind of kicked it to the left and bounced it out because he saw nobody out there. You see a ton of that this year in like the NFL and the college games where the running backs just see nobody out there. And that's what he did, broke it out, and then he was untouched in the end zone.
Caden Dotson's extra point. It's good. 10:32 to play first quarter. Score is Argyle 7 and Terrell nothing. We'll keep it right here for just a few minutes. We'll get that Argyle Eagle starting defense for you as they're just about to go on defense, and then maybe Mitch could tell us who's bringing us our first quarter here in just a moment. Up front for the Eagles, of course, they play a lot of guys up there on that defensive line to keep them fresh, but most likely the starters tonight, Michael Madry and Ethan Gonzalez on the outside, and Jaden Scarlett, the nose guard. The linebackers are Carson Shaw, Grant Mirabal, and Brock Bunce. Argyle runs 5 defensive backs, Jaquan Felton, Cade Moore, the corners, Jacob Robinson, Dax Haraney, and Will Ramsey, all safeties, but we'll kind of see what Argyle does against this wing T offense of Terrell. And Mitchie Poo, who's bringing us our first quarter tonight?
Tonight's first quarter is made possible by the generous support of Cycle Center of Denton West and Lisa Spence at Waxahachie Autoplex, Sherry Brunson of Cinch Cleaners, Argyle Dental, Connie Johnson of A-Town Apparel, the official apparel provider of the Argyle Eagles, Brian and Snell Stone, Shout Out Promotions, Alex Payne with Yellow Door Storage, and Marge Bunn of the Snooty Pig, who we saw this morning. She was ready for the football game already.
She almost slipped and fell. She said it's because she has big feet. She said her big feet get in the way.
That's right.
Here's Dotson's kickoff. It is high, and it will go 4 yards deep in the end zone, and Chase Bingman will bring it out, and he's going to break a tackle at the 15 and have a nice little return out to about the 27-yard line. Finally making the stop there was, for Argyle, was Trey Batson, but nice return.
Yeah, he kind of put his foot in the ground and made a couple of cuts there, and he got through a couple of those first defenders and looked like he might have had something cooking.
How about a drive summary?
First drive summary of the night brought to us by Dave and Kathy Salisbury at the real estate station. Argyle, 6 plays, 82 yards, a minute 28. First time I can remember that they had a big drive like that with 0 passes, but that's what they did, and it was 61 yards rushing on that.
Toss sweep to the right side. We said Bingman would get some carries. That's not Bingman, though. That there is Drayden Fulbright. Fulbright is listed as the backup running back. He is a freshman. Got 336 yards on the season, but another one averaging almost 10 yards a carry and 5 touchdowns. And that was Drayden Fulbright. He's going to have a pickup of about 6 this time out to the 33-yard line, leaves second down and 4. And then Argyle will finish up here on your Cinch Cleaners uniform update. In case you're listening and not watching, like the Arcos listening to us out at Robeson Ranch tonight. Al Arco and the gang. And second down and 4. Eagles are in their black jerseys. White numerals outlined in red. White pants, white helmets. With the bright red shiny eagle feathers on those helmets tonight. And here's a toss sweep to the left side this time. And not much doing. Grant Mirabal with his second tackle already tonight. And that was Chase Bingman on the carry, number 20. And it'll leave a third down and 2 after that 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, and what we talked about earlier about, if you fall behind and you got that running offense like they do, look how much time they take calling a play.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in kind of a huddle, but the play's coming in from the sideline.
Oh, very old school, for sure. I mean, the receiver gets the call from the offensive coordinator on the sideline, runs it in. But, I wonder in these type games, does Coach Marvin Sedbury think our best chance to win is maybe score a couple times and keep the ball away from Argyle as much as we possibly can? Here's a handoff straight ahead to Bingman once again, and he's going to get a yard. He's going to be just short, about a half yard short of the first down. And looks like Terrell's going to go for it, but they're bringing in all the big boys here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a running team, you better have somebody on the offensive line that can move the defensive line, and they're trying to get, is it a yard and a half? What is that?
Need about a half yard now is all.
Is that what it is?
And so they brought in 2 or 3 offensive linemen. It looks like anybody that was listed as a tight end or receiver went to the bench. And so
look at this.
Two number 60 numbers as fullbacks in the backfield. And Argyle jumps.
That's what they were going to do.
That's exactly what, and they do that pretty well, too, watching the film on them. Argyle's always done that, Mitch. I don't remember the last time. Coach Rogers loves doing that. We had it in the first series.
Offsides, 53 of the defense. 5-yard penalty resulted in a first down.
Scarlett, Jaden Scarlett, the guilty party, he's mad at himself as he comes off sideline, which he should be, but.
Yeah, he was ready to blow that whole thing up. Yeah. He just got a little bit too antsy and jumped across, and, hats off to Terrell. That's what they wanted to do, and they got it, and they keep their drive alive.
So now they go back to a little more of their conventional offensive look, which is, again, only one wide receiver and a tight end and a wing back. Split backs behind the quarterback And here's going to be a toss to the right and lots of running room and maybe a touchdown-saving tackle by Carson Shaw. Pickup of 11 into Argyle territory to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Bingman's quick right there, man. He got through the first level of tacklers, and when he gets into that second level, that's when he's scary because he can make those moves and make people miss, and, man, he looked quick right there.
And I wonder after that kickoff if Lyndon Henderson might be a little more shaken up because usually he's the starting quarterback. Monte Kennedy, number 5, the junior, is out there at quarterback right now, going out wide left for Terrell. Here is Canarius Stewart, number 19, split backs again. Wingback set up on the left side. It's Bingman straight ahead looking for a hole, and he's going to be brought down, but not before about a pickup of 4. Carson Shaw makes the stop. Ethan Gonzalez in there as well. Second down and 6, and a little bit like that Melissa game, Mitch. Terrell not having a lot of trouble moving the ball 4, 5, 6 yards of play.
So far. Right?
Yeah.
It's a long game, and what I was thinking when I saw that last play was, man, that's a tough way to make a living, right? Going between the tackles almost every single play. You just put so much pressure on that running back. He gets so many hits going through there. You just wonder, can you sustain it without breaking a whole bunch of wide open ones?
Second down and 6. Here's a toss to the left side. It's Bingman again. He's got a little bit of room over there, and he's down the sideline and showing that speed that Mitch was just talking about. And he's going to have a first down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line for Grant Mirabal over from his middle linebacker spot to make the stop. 14-yard pickup for Chase Bingman.
Yeah, so if I was coaching at Terrell, that's what I would do. I'd get Bingman out into some space and let him do his stuff, and that's what he did right there. If he's only got 1 or 2 guys out there to tackle him, odds are he can get past one of them.
Argyle leading 7-0. 6:22 to play first quarter, but Terrell on the move inside the Argyle 30-yard line. And now wanting to throw is Kennedy, and he's going to go deep on the left side, and that ball is going to be intercepted. Cade Moore with the interception of the Monte Kennedy pass. And Mitch, Coach Marvin Sedbury, or I guess the offensive coordinator there, Justin Carpenter, didn't listen to you, and he didn't keep Bingman out in space. He decided to throw the ball, and the first pass of the game by Terrell is intercepted.
Yeah, and I guess that's what their game plan is. They kind of set that up, right? Run, and then the defense thinks that's all that they've got, and then they threw it deep, but looked like Argyle was a receiver there, right? And it wasn't a terrible pass.
No.
I mean, the receiver was there. He just missed it by about a yard of having a perfect pass.
Caden Moore's 3rd interception of the season, Argyle football. And there's a handoff, and breaking it straight ahead here is Landon Ferris, and he's got a nice run out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. 14-yard run for Landon Ferris, number 20.
Yeah, he ran over Kanye Nix right there, and Nix got up clapping in his face like he'd made a play, but he ended up on his back.
Play action to Landon this time, and Argyle's going deep to Hayden Stewart, and he is going, nice defensive play. Looked like it was going to be right in the breadbasket of Hayden Stewart, but a great job of Trey Garner to get his paw in there and knock that one away. Get it, Tiger, Paul.
I get you,
okay. Yeah. Second down and 10.
Yeah, and he had a step. He might have had 2 steps, and the ball was maybe underthrown, but you're right. It was just a last-second paw that went up there and knocked it away.
Now back to the running game, and that's what you need to do is Landon Ferris has got some room, and he sidesteps Kanye Nix this time, and he gets out to midfield, just across the midfield stripe. Actually, they'll mark it right at the 50-yard line. Riley Van Poppel with a pancake block. 1st and 10 from the midfield stripe for Argyle. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Play action this time to Ferris. And here's a pass to Ward McCullum. Makes a nice move. Had about 9 yards. Made a move around Mykel Hambrick and ends up picking up 12 yards to the 38-yard line for an Eagle first down.
Yeah, Argyle's showing their quicks too, right? They've made a couple of moves right there that made the Terrell guys miss. So they're kind of saying, you guys aren't the only one that have those kind of moves.
Jaquan Felton is checked in at one of the wide out spots. Here comes a run blitz, but Argyle gets the ball to Landon Ferris in plenty of time, but then he is hammered by Terry Davis, the middle linebacker, after a pickup of a couple to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Landon gets to that top speed so fast, right? 2 or 3 yards, and he's there. And, man, you can really see it once he gets that ball, he just takes off.
Second down and 8. Snap back to Jet Copeland. Here's that delayed handoff again to Ferris. He's got running room on the right side between Preston Wilson and Nick Rubian. And he's going to have a first down, 8-yard gain to the 24-yard line.
Yeah,
and another first down.
Not a good sign for Terrell when Kanye Nix, your safety's making all those tackles on this drive.
First down and 10 from the 24. Oh, this one was blown up in the backfield immediately. Thomas Brown back up linebacker. A loss of 4 on this handoff, and so Argyle will have second down and 14 back at the 33.
Yeah, so that the defensive end just sold out, right? He was coming, or whoever that was. It defensive end, was it a corner?
I think it
over
was
there?
linebacker. Yes, the linebacker back here, 25.
Okay, yep. And his mind was made up. He was just going, but you know what? You can burn him on that, and the Argyle coaches see that stuff.
Oh, Copeland under some pressure. Defensive ends on both ends. But he gets away from that, and he's going to have nice running room. Makes a great move at the numbers there at the 20. Cuts it inside of the hash mark to about the 15-yard line. Nice move by Jet Copeland as he was dead to rights by 2. Blitzing outside linebackers. A 13-yard pickup. It's 3rd and a yard.
Should have been dropped for about a 5-yard loss, but determination kept him going. He stepped over a couple guys, made a few cuts, and turned it into a big gainer.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Van Poppel is the tight end on the right side. Fake to him, read option, now a little toss out to Ward McCollum at the 10. 5, cuts it inside, dives into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. 15-yard touchdown. Not sure if that was a run or a pass. Honestly, it was a read option is what it was at first to the running back Landon Ferris, and then Jet Copeland thought he would keep it, and he just kind of tosses it. And Clark down there says it was backwards, and so that'll be a run, actually. So a rushing touchdown for Ward McCollum. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen it. It's a nice little wrinkle right there because everybody was crashing in on the run, and then they just flick it out there, and he just had to make one move. Ward did to get in the end zone and got it done.
Caden Dotson's extra point is good. 3:24 to play first quarter. Argyle leading Terrell 14-0 on AEBC Broadcasting.
Lamar National Bank offers checking, savings, money market accounts, and loans to businesses and consumers. Whether you like doing business face-to-face or talking to a real person over the phone, Lamar National Bank is the local bank that can best serve you because their bankers live, work, and play in the markets they serve. Go see Terry King at his Northlake branch or call 972-318-1060 to see that at Lamar National Bank, it's relationship banking at its best. Lamar National Bank, NMLS number 243049, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Howdy folks, Marty B here. Looking for a place to escape the everyday? Folks, come out to Marty B's and experience the spirit of the Texas Hill Country. Whether you're planning your next event, birthday celebration, or just looking for a place to connect with your friends and family, come out to see us and enjoy amazing food, amazing live music, and amazing service. Check out our website at martybsplace.com and come experience amazing with all of us at Marty B's. Go Eagles!
All right, welcome back to Eagle Stadium, homecoming 2021. Argyle has had the football twice, taking it down and scored pretty easily. Already 163 yards total offense for Argyle. Terrell moved the ball pretty well their first possession as well. We'll see what they do. Ended up throwing an interception to Cade Moore. Caden Dotson's kickoff is high and will hit about the top of the L in the big red end zone here at Eagle Stadium. And how about we get us a little drive summary here from Mitchie Poo.
Let's go with that second drive. Wright is brought to us by Jeff Bassinger of Argyle Storage. Another long one. 9 plays, 80 yards, 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Culminated by a 15-yard, I guess you're going to call it a run by Ward McCollum. But Landon Ferris in that drive, 5 carries for 40 yards was the guy who was carrying the brunt of it, and then a couple of big runs, breaking some tackles. Argyle had Argyle had a pretty good series right there.
Handoff here. Kennedy still in there at quarterback for Terrell. And the handoff to the right side is, this time it is to Drayden Fulbright. And Fulbright's going to have 5 yards to the 30-yard line. And Terrell takes a little time here and huddles up. So let's head down to Clark, check in with him. And he's got a little insight on what's going on down there on the offensive line for Terrell.
Yes, I've been watching their center. Anytime we line someone head up in the 2 technique, all he's doing is chop blocking him. And it looks like we've made the adjustment and moved that nose tackle over onto a guard. If he does it again, it'll be a high-low penalty, and it kind of takes that pile out of the equation and leaves 11 men in space.
Second down and 5 here. Toss to Bingman on the left side. And he's going to have a couple of yards. He's going to get all the way to the sideline over there. Was being chased by Zach Olmeyer, but finally run out of bounds, it looks like, by Dax Rainey. Cade Moore over there as well.
So, Clark, I would be interested to know if Argyle brings that to the attention of the referee before they do that, just because sometimes those guys don't see that stuff, right?
Well, and I saw Todd Rogers talking to the head line judge over on this side right before that first play.
Okay.
So 3rd down and 2 here for Terrell. Clock running, 2:07 to play. First quarter, Eagles leading 14-0. 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers, moving from left to right here in this first quarter. Trying to draw Argyle off sides, and instead it looks like somebody moved a little early there for the Tigers. Let's get the call.
False start. Number 5 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
That's the quarterback.
I think when he bobbed his head too much, I guess. And he really kind of did on the previous one where Argyle jumped off sides. I thought he kind of put a whole lot into it when Argyle jumped, but that time I guess that's what they're saying, you can't do it anymore.
So that'll move them back 5, make it 3rd down and 7 here for the Tigers. And this is where it gets tough for a team like this because they just don't want to throw the ball unless they absolutely have to. 3 backs, though, in the backfield now. And they're going to toss it right this time. And Jaden Scarlett is in the backfield and slings down the running back. It's going to be a loss. That's Fulbright. And he's going to be back to the 23-yard line. A 5-yard tackle for loss for Jaden Scarlett. And the punt team will come out for the Terrell Tigers.
And, boy, he was back there in a hurry, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they barely had the ball, and you kind of wonder, were they supposed to chip him and then get out there? You know, you're an offensive lineman. You chip the guy and then try and get out there on, on the sweep. Is that what happened? They just didn't chip him enough?
That's the only thing I can guess. Or maybe what Clark was talking about, maybe the center just went down to snaps on the ground here. But
get away.
Brunke, the punter, able to get that one away, and it will roll dead. Argyle will have it in Terrell territory. 24-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will have it at the 47 of the Terrell Tigers with 56 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And maybe he dove like Clark was talking about and just
stepped over him.
Yeah, he just stepped right over him. Right? He was just like, well, hey, if you're not going to actually block me
or stepped on him,
yeah, then I'm just gonna be able to move right around you here.
Well, on accident, of course, man.
I think they it looked like on the play that they jumped off sides, they had the tight end way out here in the flats, and I guess they changed their play. It looked like they were probably going to throw it before they jumped off sides. Even doesn't make much sense with the yard. But
Jet Copeland goes through all his progressions and gets it out to Dax Rainey, who's in the backfield. Ran out in the flat. There are 2 flags out there on the outside. We'll see what that call is. That was Jet Copeland was under some pressure, and he kind of went out to his right there and just tossed it out to Rainey. But
blocking too soon.
May be offensive pass interference here. We'll get the check. No, we got a
blindside block. Number 60 in the offense. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Remains 1st down.
Would have been a 29-yard gain there, but Wayne Fritz is guilty of the blindside block.
Yeah, that's too bad because now Argyle's kind of run that same play on both sides, right, where it's kind of a sprint out with the quarterback where he's kind of selling a quarterback sweep, and then he just pulls up and throws it even further to the sideline. Both times it's worked. It's kind of sad that one got called back.
Low snap here to Copeland. He picks it up. He's going deep. He's got a wide open Rylie Page who gets turned around, but he makes the catch at the 15, and he carries the defender into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. A 58-yard touchdown pass. Jet Copeland to Rylie Page. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and on the fake handoff there, they held on to it a little bit too long and dropped the ball, so Jet just had to pick it up and heave it. And luckily, he saw Rylie down there wide open, so all he had to really do was get it down there and get it in the area. And Rylie adjusted, came back, got it, and then foot race to the end zone. Rylie won it.
Caden Dodson, extra point out of the hold of Colton Rockmore, and it is good. 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's now Argyle 21 and Terrell nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation.
Hey, Eagle fans, are you tired of all the clutter? Do you have a spare room overflowing with decorations? How about a 2 or 3 car garage that you can't even park in? Well, Argyle Storage is the answer. They offer drive-up and climate-controlled self-storage, along with several storage options for the boat and RV customer as well. They're located on 377, close to home on the north side of Argyle. Check them out online at argylestorageco.com. That's argylestorageco.com.
Back at Eagle Stadium, homecoming 2021, and Argyle has taken a 21-0 lead over the Terrell Tigers.
Just like that. I mean, Terrell's got to be kicking themselves. They thought they were going to have it 7-7.
Dodson's kickoff will hit about the same spot it did last time, right at the top of the L.
They ought to put a bucket in there.
North end zone. Yeah, see if he can hit it.
Kind of like chipping into those nets, you know.
How about a drive summary, Mitchy Poo?
Let's have it. Okay, this one's brought to us by Ty and Jennifer Homeyer of the Design House, who we just heard from, right? So this one play, 58 yards, only 37 seconds. Can't imagine it took us 37 seconds to go 58 yards, but.
Yeah, we had a penalty.
Yeah, we had a penalty too, okay. And then it was culminated, of course, by the long pass from Jet Copeland to Rylie Page.
Terrell up to the line here. One receiver split out left this time. Wing back on that left side as well. It's Bingman running left. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That's about all. Run out of bounds by Argyle's number 9, Zach Olemeyer. Matter of fact, they'll call it no gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. And that's the end of the first quarter here at Eagle Stadium, and we're going to keep it right here for just a moment. See if we can pipe in here to PA announcer Andy Smith, and I think we're going to have a little ceremony here where we get the Argyle golf teams from last season, boys and girls, who both won state championships. So yeah, let's go to Andy now.
We honor the 2021 Class 4A state champion, Argyle Lady Eagles golf team. Now a freshman at Abilene Christian, also the senior Katie Gardner, senior Claire Benson, junior Madison Worth, and junior Lauren Prestis. Last spring, the Lady Eagles had a year to remember. They won the district title and the state championship for the first time in Argyle school history. How big Argyle fans for state champion high school and Coach Logan.
So honoring the Argyle golf teams. And, I was telling Andy that last week, Mitch, when we were in Ranchview, that I don't know if we gave that enough credit. I mean, how many schools around the state of Texas can say the boys and girls golf team won state in the same season?
Yeah, it's pretty. How many can say they won one?
Exactly.
Right,
but especially boys and girls.
Yeah. Argyle, I mean, we say it every week how talented the kids are at Argyle, and it's not just the football team, right? With the young gal singing the national anthem tonight, she's out there by herself in front of everybody, and she pulls it off. And there's just a ton of talent, man.
2nd down and 10, play action here. Kennedy's going to throw for the 2nd time tonight, and this one is caught. Preston Kilgore does a nice job. He was going against Zach Olemeyer, and Kilgore's got a little height there, 6'3", and he goes up and snags that one out of the air. Thought it might be intercepted, and but he's able to get it for a 1st down for Terrell.
Yeah, I thought it was overthrown. It looked like it was going to be overthrown, and he just kind of went up and pulled it down. You know what, Terrell? That QB throws the ball pretty well. He can spin it a little bit. I think I'd give him a couple extra chances. I try and I try and get it to Chase Bingham somehow out in the flat and let him do his thing, kind of like who's Mahomes' target for the Chiefs, the little guy, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 42-yard line. Toss sweep. This time it's Drayden Fulbright. And he makes a little bit of a stutter step there and kept Zach Olemeyer inside for a second longer, and he's able to turn on the speed and pick up 11 yards into Argyle territory and have a Terrell first down at the Eagle 47.
Yeah, and Coach Rogers can't be very happy. He wants to get that defensive end out there and set that edge where they can't get out there, contain them, and a couple of those sweeps, they've gotten all the way. Now, you do also want to string them out, right? If you can push them all the way to the sideline, that's your 12th man over there, but they got the speed that they get around and they get the edge and head upfield, and that's what happened right there.
Toss sweep to Fulbright again, running right. And he's going to get stacked up by a whole host of Argyle Eagles, including Carson Shaw, and it looks like 15 Devin Owen also getting up off the bottom of the pile. Pickup of about 4 that time to the 43. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Argyle physical team. I don't know if they get enough credit for it, but they're a pretty physical tackling team right there. And these running backs, after they keep getting hit a ton, then they kind of have a little less interest in pounding it up the middle, and that usually takes its toll by the 3rd quarter for sure.
Here's a handoff this time. Instead of the toss, close to a first down this time. Dax Rainey in on the stop, and I think that second effort and a little help from a few of the offensive linemen gave him just enough. Yep, a pickup of 6, which is just enough for the first down. And that was Kanye Nix who had checked in at one of the running back positions there for Terrell. Grant Mirabal also in on the stop, his 4th tackle of the night, but another first down for the Tigers at the Eagle 37.
Yeah, and they got a ton of talent, right? They got a bunch of guys with some speed, and they're trying to get them all in, keep them all fresh, because, like I said, they're taking a beating on some of those runs.
Split backs, 2 of them back there this time. Here's a toss to the left side, cutting it back inside, and that's what Argyle wants to do. Dax Rainey did his job, turned it back inside, and Jaden Scarlett, Argyle's number 53, able to make the stop. It's a 2-yard loss back to the 39-yard line. 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of yards after that initial contact right there. As soon as he got hit, he just went right straight down.
$9:30 to play here in the second quarter. 9:30
Yep.
with Argyle leading 21-0. 2nd down and 12. Play action. Oh, lots of pressure. Carson Shaw coming after Monte Kennedy. He gets rid of it in the direction of Preston Kilgore, but that pass falls incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is where you listen to Argyle Eagle football.
Hi, this is Norm Hitzges, for 39 years a sports talk show host in Dallas, and you're listening to Argyle Eagles football on the Argyle Football Network.
I could have sworn it was 40 years. My math.
Maybe 41 now.
Yeah.
3rd down and 12. 2 receivers. You don't get this too often. Commander Cambrick, that's like saying his name, goes out wide right. Toss sweep. It's Fulbright. Nowhere to go. Riley Van Poppel back there, but the first one was Devin Owen, number 15, the sophomore, who has moved, started the season at safety, but has moved to linebacker. And a 4-yard loss back to the 42-yard line, and it'll be a punting situation again for the Tigers.
Man, so you put the ball in the hands of a freshman right there to get you 10, 11 yards for that first down. That's a lot of pressure on a 15-year-old kid right there.
But I'm just like you. I mean, I was even watching some film and thought that Kennedy threw the ball fairly well. I don't know why you don't give him a few more opportunities to throw the football. Nice punt this time, and it's going to go over the head, land at the 7, and straight into the end zone. A 42-yard punt for Colton Brunke, but it will be a touchback, and Argyle will have it. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And hey, Mitch, this might be a good time to
you want to know
let
about
us
the
know
second quarter?
Who's bringing us our second quarter tonight?
Yeah, so we do have some people that have made this broadcast possible through their generous support. State Farm agent Matt Ports, Brian Conister of Cardinal Financial, Rich McDowell, Synergy One Lending, Independent Bank, Dr. David Dyer of Argyle Orthodontics, Orthopedic Associates, Darrell Hawk and Chris Martin of ERA Cornerstone, and Kenneth Artur of Chick-fil-A on 407.
He's a pretty good guy. Knox Scoggins, the Knoxinator, getting his first carry tonight. And Knox on the right side behind Nick Rubian. And Jason Crowder was blocking well out front there, and a pancake for Sheridan Wilson. And the Knoxinator picks up 7, second down and 3 for Argyle. 2 receivers left, 1 right. There's a flag down, maybe offsides. Knox has got lots of running room ahead of steam. Somebody's mouthpiece went flying when Knox ran into him. Kanye Nix makes the stop along with Ashton Williams for Terrell.
Nobody wants to go pick it up.
Let's see what the flag is.
There he goes.
Offsides, 50 of the defense. That penalty decline. Result of the play is first down.
A 9-yard gain there for Knox Scoggins as Cody Phillips was offsides there for the Terrell Tigers. Third down and 10, first and 10 for the Eagles. From their own 36, snap back to Jet Copeland. Oh, he's under pressure. He's hit as he throws, but that gave Ward McCollum a chance to come back and get the underthrown ball. Makes the catch in Terrell territory. Breaks the tackle at the 40 and will be drugged down from behind at the 37-yard line. A 27-yard pitch and catch from Copeland to Ward McCollum, and another Eagle first down.
Yeah, Jet didn't even see the rusher. It was coming on his blind side, but right as he got hit, he let it go, and luckily Ward came back and got it. Then they swung him all the way around his circle, and then he broke the tackle and ended up getting a few more yards.
Handoff. Scoggins on the left side this time. Only a couple.
Did you see Jet out there trying to block after he handed it off?
Jet hands it off, then tries to block.
He's tired of getting hit. He's like, I want to hit somebody without them hitting me.
Second down and 8 after that 2-yard pickup for Knox Scoggins. Grant Chaney is in at the tight end. He and Riley Van Poppel seem to pretty much exchange series the last couple of games. Second down and 8, and play action this time. Quick hitter out there to Wayne Pritz, and he's got a first down straight ahead. Nice blocking ahead of him by Ward McCollum. He's going to be down to the 32-yard line, the 22-yard line. 13-yard gain on that little toss out to Wayne Pritz, and another first down.
Ward did a great job. He was the one out there blocking. He waited until the pass was complete so that he wouldn't get that penalty of blocking out ahead.
Running right this time is Knox Scoggins, and a nice job defensively by Cody Phillips. Getting off the block there just in time, off the block of Grant Chaney. Chaney was locked up with him, but nice job by Phillips just to finally brush him aside and be able to make that tackle for only a 1-yard gain. It'll be second down and 9.
Yeah, they got a couple of big old guys over on their defense, Terrell, and they're capable of making those plays, and that's pretty good. That's evidence of it right there.
It's going to be a free play. They're going to go deep on the left side looking for Wayne Pritz, and he's going to go up, and he will catch this one. Yeah. That'll be a declined offsides penalty and a 21-yard touchdown pass from Copeland to Wayne Pritz. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and the Argyle's made a living off of that play, right? Where you do the hard count, they jump, you go ahead and run the go route on the outside. And I'm not sure that the Terrell defensive guy, who was that? Was that Zamandrick Hambrick? I'm not so sure he thought you could do it. He just kind of gave up, thinking it was a penalty and the play wouldn't count.
Caden Yates, deep snapper, good snap. Colton Rockamore gets the ball down, and Caden Dodson's extra point is good. 6:14 to play, second quarter. It's now Argyle 28, the Terrell Tigers nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic cookie cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
So a fourth possession for Argyle, fourth touchdown for Argyle here on homecoming night with 6:14 to play in the second quarter. Caden Dotson set to kick off, going from left to right this time though, but the flag's down there in that north end zone. Just kind of laying still there at half-mast in honor of General Colin Powell. And this will sail into the south end zone right in the middle of the E. And another touchback for Caden Dotson, but Mitchie Poo has got us a drive summary.
I got it, and it's brought to us by Lisa Himby of Closets by Design. Okay, Kenny, so this one's got a bunch of information. 7 plays, 80 yards, 218 off the clock, 21-yard touchdown pass to Wayne Fritz, but Copeland started out 0 for 2. He's hit the last 5 in a row of his passes, 130 yards, 5 of 7 already on the night, 2 touchdowns.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. Moving from right to left. White jerseys, red pants, red helmets for the Terrell Tigers. Nice. Breaking a couple of tackles is Chase Bingman, but then coming up to light up Bingman is Dax Haraney, number 22. Fourth tackle of the night for Haraney. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, and that was a great play. That was like when I was talking about earlier where the play's supposed to go between the guard and the tackle, and he just kicked it out where he thought nobody was, and Dax just closed in on him and took him down. No gain.
Haraney, another one of those that set out last Thursday night, was a little banged up. Good to have him back out in the lineup tonight for Argyle. Second down and 10 from the 25. Pass is incomplete. Haraney had a chance for the pick, but that was a little higher than he thought. He had jumped the route and definitely had a shot. And actually, I think maybe, Mitch, that Monte Kennedy threw that one high because he saw Haraney. And he thought that maybe his receiver had a little height out there. Canary Stewart might be able to go up and get it.
Yeah, and I think that's what he was trying to do. His only chance was to throw it up high, kind of rush it a little bit. I think he's a little bit better if they give him some time to throw a deep ball or a medium pass, let him get his feet set, because it looked like he rushed it a little bit, but if his intention was to keep it out of harm's way, he did a pretty good job of it right there.
We'll come down to Clark after this play. He talked about earlier, and Terrell was moving the ball pretty well on the ground. Looks like Argyle's maybe made some adjustments. See if Clark got any insight maybe on what Argyle's doing, so they've been able to stop this Terrell run. Now, quarterback going back to pass and then taking off once the pocket collapses is a little bit different. He's able to pick up 10 yards on this one before Ethan Gonzalez can make the stop, and a first down for Terrell. But as far as just your regular running plays, Clark, it looks like Argyle maybe has made some adjustments, and a little bit of a struggle now for Terrell.
Yes, they have, and they are platooning the defensive line in because this Terrell offensive line is humongous. And, our guys are not built to take that sustained beating from guys that bit much bigger than them. So they're doing a really good job of keeping the guys fresh.
And even if they could take it, it is nice to have 6 guys that you can, or 7 guys even, that you can rotate in and out, and you really don't lose a step. Gonzo 3.0, first one in on this one as well to make the stop, and only a pickup of about a yard this time for Drayden Fulbright. The second down and 9, and here you go. It's kind of like JV or freshman basketball there, where sometimes the coach, Mitch, will change out all 5 players.
Yep.
That's what Argyle's doing. 3 new defensive linemen have just come out. Hunter Sandifer, let's see who's the other, Riley Van Poppel and Logan Gregory have checked in on the defensive front.
Yeah, and those are the first guys that get tired, right? Because every play they've got to do something. Man, if you got 3 other guys that you can just run in there, that's a huge advantage for Argyle moving forward from here.
Second down and 9. Now man goes in motion. That's Kanye Nix, and that's who they're going to give it to on the jet sweep. And he's going to be able to get around the corner and be run out of bounds over there by, looks like Felton. Which one of the Feltons is that? Is that 29 or 19? 29. So that is Jamel Felton, who runs him out of bounds, but gain of 7 that time at the 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, they're just trying to get guys out in space now. I mean, they've had a couple of pass plays this series. They did the jet sweep right there. They had the pass that the QB ran and got the 10 yards on. So they're obviously thinking that the adjustments that Argyle's making in the interior line is hurting them. So they're trying to find something that they can do.
Mykel Hambrick is going to come out wide left. Play clock's down to 0, and so Terrell is going to take a timeout. We will as well. 3:19 to play, second quarter. Argyle leading 28-0. We're back with more Argyle Eagle football in just a moment.
This year, as the Argyle Eagles build on the continued legacy of success, our Papa John's family is here to help step up your pizza game. Papa John's is your locally owned and operated pizza shop here to complete your game plan for dinner this week. Step up your dinner plans with any one of our specialty pizzas, papadillas, wings, and desserts. This season, get 25% off your order by using the coupon code EAGLES25. Enjoy the game and go Eagles. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm agent Matt Poitz and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Matt Poitz at 940-591-6644 today.
Back at Eagle Stadium, homecoming 2021. Eagles leading 28-0 with Blake Jones, Clark McNulty, Mitch Cullen. I'm Kenny Arthur. 3rd down and 3 for the Terrell Tigers following that timeout. Now in shotgun. They do a lot of under center. This time in shotgun, split backs to either side of Monte Kennedy. He's going to hand it off to Kanye Nix coming left this time, trying to get outside. Yep, there's the flag I was waiting for. There's going to be a hold on Chase Bingman, the running back, who tackled whoever he was blocking there, like grabbed him around the ankles. But it would have been enough for a first down, but it's going to come back.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take that just because he did get enough for a first down right there. Can we tell everybody about Blake's new baby?
How about that? Didn't Brooksy just...
Personal foul, tripping, number 20 of the offense. 15 yards from the spot, 3rd down.
Yeah, a little Brooksy. Excited about Blake's. You get any sleep?
Yeah, we're sleeping good, and I don't think he's going to remember this, but he is listening tonight.
Awesome.
So, first broadcast.
Wow.
He'll remember.
So he will be asleep.
yeah, he probably will.
Yes, I saw. It just escaped me. Lou Holtz one time, and somebody asked him before a big game, how do you sleep? He said, I slept like a baby. He said, I woke up every 2 hours crying.
Right. Yeah, I've never really understood that saying a whole lot.
Yeah, because they don't really sleep that great, right?
Exactly. 3rd down and 18 here following the penalty. Snap back to Monte Kennedy. He's going to throw. He's got some time. And he's going to throw it out to Fulbright, his fullback. And a nice open field tackle by Jacob Robinson. And there's going to be a pickup there of about 5. But it will be 4th down for Terrell. Hey, another shout out.
Yeah.
Coach Rogers wanted us to do this shout out. Argyle alum Trey Munoz played wide receiver for the Eagles back in 2003 and 2004. Has served as a leader in the U.S. Coast Guard for the last 15 years. Coach Rogers says he listens to every game from wherever he is around the world. And says the broadcast help him stay connected to Argyle, and he loves him some Argyle football. So thanks for listening, Trey, and thanks for your service with the U.S. Coast Guard. And you can't hear that, Trey, but Clark down there, who former Army guy, said those U.S. Coast Guard guys are crazy. So just want you to tell us about it, Clark. Actually, first punt went out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 26-yard punt, that's where Argyle will have it. Tell us about that craziness of the U.S. Coast Guard there, Clark.
I'll tell you, I'll jump out of a perfectly good airplane and have a good time doing it, but I've seen those boats roll across the waves. I ain't having it.
Yeah, I got a pretty good friend who was in the Coast Guard as well, and yeah, they're a little different. So, but Trey's not. Trey's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
But we do appreciate him listening. Appreciate it, sir. I hate that we didn't know that he's been listening every game for the last whatever.
A bunch of years.
Yeah, however many years he's been listening.
Almost 20.
1st down and 10, and I think there's a little miscommunication here. I think Jet Copeland wanted to hand the ball to somebody. Peyton Shoemaker was his running back, but he wasn't there. And so Jet just takes off running. For most teams, that'd probably be a loss, but for Jet, it's just a casual little 6-yard gain. We're at 2nd down and 4.
Yep.
Handoff this time, though, to Shoemake. Nice block by Dominic Reed. And Shoemake dragging tacklers right on the numbers on the left side all the way down to the 22-yard line, a 30-yard run for Peyton Shoemake and another Argyle first down.
Yeah, and then he added about 5 or 6 just dragging defenders with him.
Ball at the 22-yard line. The chain gang can't even get down there and get set up yet before Argyle is running it right. Great block by Grant Chaney. Peyton Shoemake breaks another tackle. Gets to about the 12-yard line, close to another first down. It is another first down. Shoemake already over 100 yards tonight on only 6 carries. Terrell trying to substitute quickly, and they're not going to be able to do it, and I think they're going to take a timeout. Yep, and that's exactly what they're going to do. 1:07 to play.
They had a guy lose his shoe.
Second quarter, so Shoeless Joe had to come out of the game. 28-0, Argyle leads Terrell. We're back in just a moment.
This is Dr. Mykel Pace. There's a reason why so many dentists in our area refer their patients to Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery for implant or wisdom tooth care, and that's trust. As your oral surgeons, we work closely with other dental professionals to create a dental healthcare team to make sure patients get the right treatment in just the right way. That's what dentists in our area have come to expect from Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery, and it's what patients can depend on. See us online at ntfos.com or call us at 972-371-0125.
Your Argyle Eagles don't show up to a sporting contest, UIL event, or the classroom unprepared. Everything they do has purpose and builds towards the goals and expectations that have been established. As a fiduciary, Slayton Capital Advisors works with clients in a purposeful manner to establish and meet their financial goals. Visit us online to learn more at SlaytonCapital.com or schedule your complimentary consultation at SlaytonCapital.com/Argyle. Slayton Capital, your independent fiduciary advisor and supporter of Argyle ISD. Investment advisory services offered through Slayton Capital Advisors Limited. Slayton Capital Advisors is a registered investment advisor.
First down and 10, Eagles from the 12. I'm going to let Mitch tell you a text he got here in just a second because we want to give Trey all the credit we can give him for that crazy Coast Guard guy. First down and 10. Here is a high toss into the corner of the end zone. Again, trying to go for Wayne Fritz. The defender had fallen down, but Wayne just couldn't quite go up and get it, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10. What'd you get there, Mitch?
Yeah, so I know a lot of people probably know David Munns. He's been around Argyle football for a long time, and so he was listening, or is listening, and he said that Trey may be the fastest kid Argyle ever had. He was a great return guy.
Here's a handoff to Peyton Shoemake, and he's going to get to about the 7. That's a 5-yard gain, and I mean that's some high praise right there. You're saying Trey might be the fastest kid that ever played Argyle football.
There's been some fast kids.
Yeah. Trey's out there getting a big head right now, especially if any.
Yeah, he's got all his buddies listening.
Yeah, they're all listening in. It's like, hey, y'all listen to this, guys? Giving a little Uncle Rico type stuff. Here's a little toss into the end zone to Grant Chaney. Argyle Eagle touchdown, 7-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, almost one of those little pop passes, right? They just take the snap, chunk it over the middle. Grant Chaney went up, caught it. Took a whack right there at the end, but held on to it for the touchdown.
Third passing touchdown. This one goes to Garnt. Caden Dotson in. Oh, is that Caden or not? Let's see. Might be Carter Buxton. Yep, Caden Dotson with the extra point, and it is good. 32 seconds to play before the half. It's now Argyle 35, Terrell nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
The Real Estate Station, owned by Dave and Kathy Salisbury, Argyle residents and proud Eagle parents. The Real Estate Station has been in Argyle since 1986, buying, selling, and renting to thousands of happy clients. We are proud and honored to be the Argyle ISD designated real estate office and look forward to helping Argyle ISD build its future because our success comes from our school's success. We've been proud district supporters for over 15 years. We were the first real estate office in Argyle and we're here to stay. The Real Estate Station. We love supporting Argyle schools. Go Eagles.
Are you living with pain from workouts, sports injuries, or just plain hard work? Cryo and Recovery is the cryotherapy and IV infusion studio lounge that brings fast relief from pain and sore muscles. Our popular Class 4 laser therapy and IV infusions are highly effective. You recover faster with less inflammation. Schedule your appointment today at ucrio-usa.com or call 940-218-4016.
Back at Eagle Stadium.
Look at that moon coming up over there.
What's quite lovely over Argyle Middle School.
Yep.
Still kind of tough to get used to.
Yep.
And I get really confused when people will say, yeah, we're having the carnival at Argyle Middle School, and this is happening at Argyle High School. Well, which one, the old Argyle High School, the new Argyle Middle School? Dodson's kickoff is going to be taken at the 1 yard line. It's going to be full. Now it's Bingman. And Bingman has got some running room on the right side, but Carson Shaw is going to catch up with him just outside the 20, about the 22-yard line for Chase Bingman on that right side, and that's where Terrell will have it 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. How about a drive summary there, Mr. Mitchy Poo?
Let's go. Bill Utterford bringing us his drive summary. 6 plays, 58 yards, a minute 32. The big play was the Shoemake 30-yard run. He has 7 carries for 106 so far in the first half. Argyle now 3 for 3 on 3rd down, and they've had 5 possessions that all resulted in 5 TDs. So pretty good night so far on the offense.
Here's the handoff on the right side. Looks like a new number out there. Is it 25, I believe? Thomas Brown gets the carry here, and he's got an 8-yard gain to the 30-yard line. Clock running with 13 seconds. Robinson on the stop that time. Oh, it's going to be Brown once again. And Jacob Robinson makes the stop once again, but problem is Terrell doesn't have any timeouts left. No, they have 1. It's going to be Brown again on the right side. He's running hard. They've used him 3 times in a row at about a 6-yard gain here. Unfortunately for the Terrell Tigers, they've run out of time here in this first half. So we are at halftime here at Eagle Stadium. And let's see if we can get down here to Clark McNulty and hear from Argyle head coach Todd Rogers. But right now they're discussing something with the head linesman, so I'm going to let them do that here for just a second. As Coach Rogers, smartly, I think Clark turned off the microphone. Okay, now we're ready. All right, go ahead, Clark.
All right, Coach Rogers, physical first half, what did you like about it?
I thought our kids are really playing with a lot of confidence. They're executing. I see a lot of energy and enthusiasm from them. We've kind of had a message the last couple of weeks we know what the standard is, and we've got to learn to play to the standard, and I think these kids are taking full advantage of the opportunities they're given.
And what do you want to see in the second half, sir?
They always got to go in the locker room and respond. Well, there are going to be some adjustments, and they've got to learn football and be able to do that. And so we're excited about coming back out here and making some good halftime adjustments.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks to NWC General Construction for that halftime chat with Argyle coach Todd Rogers. We are at the half here, homecoming 2021. The Terrell Tiger Band is out on the field now, and we're going to take us a timeout and get ready for our Lori Jacobson of the Legacy Group halftime show. And not sure exactly what all's coming up. I know we're going to carry some of the homecoming festivities here, find out who the king and queen will be and stuff tonight. But also we do have the player spotlight. Senior Tate Thompson is our player spotlight guest tonight, and the Argyle ISD Eagle update with Pam Arrington and Argyle Mayor Brian Livingston, special guests this week. And then we'll have some homecoming festivities and the Rapid Med Urgent Care Keys to the second half. That's all coming up here on the Lori Jacobson of the Legacy Group halftime show here on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. Halftime, Argyle leading Terrell 35-0. Back in a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized minor emergency care and primary care, checkups to cuts, broken bones, vaccinations, rapid COVID testing, physicals, and now with our all-new online booking system, scheduling a visit has never been easier. Simply visit our website at rapidmed.com, find a time that works for you, and book your video visit or schedule an in-person visit. Rapid Med Urgent Care, the hometown family doctors with Texas-sized hearts, extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Hey Argyle folks, get 100% employee pricing on a new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan at Waxahachie Autoplex. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of Argyle state champion Blake Spence, now at Texas Tech. Wes doesn't play games with the sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell Wes you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
I am Jolette Ryan with the North Texas team, now powered by Compass Realty. I've been providing my clients, friends, neighbors with premier real estate services in Argyle for over 18 years. I am dedicated to providing my clients with a more powerful service and even more powerful results. We are working together to create a personal experience to help you accomplish your real estate goals. Call us today if you have any real estate needs. We are proud to be part of the Argyle family, and go Eagles!
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's banana pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
Welcome back. This is the Lori Jacobson and Legacy Group halftime show. Wish Kenny was here to serenade you with his dulcet tones, but you're stuck with me, Blake Jones, the host of this halftime show. It is homecoming night, so we do plan on carrying a portion of it, at least the senior portion, depending on where we are in programming. But I do want to start off with the player spotlight this week, and is with the reigning defensive MVP is Tate Thompson. Had quite the game last week. Had a pick six, had another interception, had a few tackles, and had himself a career game last week in the 77-7 win over Carrollton Ranchview. And he is our player spotlight guest this week, Tate Thompson.
All right, it is time now for the Player Spotlight segment this week, and this is brought to you by Gillette Ryan in the North Texas team Real Estate, and I am seated with senior Tate Thompson. Hey, Tate, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How's school going?
It's great. It's been good.
Hard classes, easy classes? What do you got?
Mainly easy. Just macroeconomics is hard this year. That's a dual credit class. But other than that, it's been an easy senior year.
Okay, what are you learning about in there right now?
Right now we're on demand and supply. So,
goodness.
Working on that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that seems like you go to football practice, you're having fun, you got easy classes, and then you got to learn about supply and demand. That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, the good thing is it's my first class of the day, so it's like after that, it's a breeze.
Yeah, but I'm sure you're pretty tired.
Yeah.
That's the only bad part. Do you have any college plans?
A&M is where I want to go. That's where I'm applying.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. I thought you'd go to Texas Tech.
No.
You got your initials right in the logo.
Yeah, they do. They do. They're my number one fan, I guess.
Yeah. Never crossed your mind or anything?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Why A&M?
I just love the culture there, and it's just a great college town, lots of fun. And I want to go to the business school, and they have a really good business school there.
Very good. Yeah, they had a pretty big win a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they did. That was a fun game to watch. I'll definitely remember that one for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe they can have another one of those while you're there.
Oh, hopefully.
It'd be fun to be a part of. So do you have your major picked out yet? I mean, you said business, but anything specifically?
Marketing or sales, one of the two. Those are just my dad and me run a business called 2A Wrights, and we kind of sell guns and ammo in there. So I got a little background in that already.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
We started it during the pandemic, but it's just been my word of the mouth, but it's really been started since a couple months ago. So.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So do you go to macroeconomics and go home and tell your dad, hey, dude,
yeah, I do.
Supply and demand thing.
It definitely gives me an advantage in that class. Really helped me out at the beginning of the year. It's been amazing. It's been fun process.
So you're the kid that everyone wants to sit by.
Yeah.
Okay. Growing up, younger than you are now, did you have like a dream job? Like you've always wanted to be something when you were growing up?
I'd say a singer. My mom is a piano teacher, so my house was just filled with instruments and everything. So I was always walking around singing all the time.
Man, you've had a dynamic upbringing. You got music on one side, business on the other.
Right.
You're a pretty well-rounded individual. Well, congrats on Defensive Player of the Week.
Thank you.
Last week. I'm sure that was a fun game for you.
Oh, yeah. It was very fun.
Is pick six as fun as it looks?
Oh, yeah. It's very rare in a high school career, and it was just amazing to get to do that in my last year,
So what are you thinking? Like, as you're scoring, as you're running on the sideline, are you thinking don't trip? Are you trying to think of your celebration? What's going through your mind?
So at first the gap wasn't very clear, and then I was just thinking like, oh, I got to get to the edge. And then I got to the edge and I scored. And after I score, I'm kind of like I shocked myself there for a second, and Jamel came up and just like almost tackled me, but hugged me, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. It was like a Ricky Bobby moment for me.
That's really funny. Man, it just seems like one of those moments, like when you score and all your teammates are coming up to you, like you just want to live in that moment forever. It just seems, I don't know, just like a euphoria of everyone running up to you. It's
for sure.
That's really, really cool. And it wasn't your only interception on the night either. So
no.
That's pretty awesome. Is it weird bussing over for home games? Like, did you enjoy just parking and walking up to the stadium?
Yeah, I definitely miss that luxury. But it's really not that bad once I got used to it. You know, it doesn't really mess with any pregame besides, you know, you got to put your cleats on before you go over there and tape up before you go over there. But pretty much it's the same pregame. It's pretty nice.
And it gives you a chance to listen to some music. I've heard you're a pretty big music guy.
Yeah. So my pregame music is just straight worship music, nothing else.
Interesting.
And then after the game, I usually go to country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not this like trying to get in the mood and hardcore rock or rap or anything.
No, that's not me. I listen to my worship music, get my mind right, and then I kind of get myself mentally there through pregame.
Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. What's it like having a silent letter in your last name?
You know, it was tricky growing up to spell your last name. That's what it was like. Other than that, I guess I've never really thought about it.
Does it get misspelled often, or is Thompson not really?
No, it's a very common last name,
Yeah.
so I feel like everyone probably knows how to spell it.
Yeah, but see, I'm such like a dummy that like I saw it and I just have to say Thompson. Otherwise, I'm not gonna slip the H in there.
Yeah, I say it all the time. I say Thompson in that's like when I learned to spell it, that's how I said it.
Yeah,
Thompson.
It's funny. Do you have a nickname?
Tater. That's what everyone just calls me. Before I moved here, everyone called me Tompy because my last name is the first.
Tompy?
Yeah. I didn't really like it too much, so when I moved here freshman year, I'm glad it didn't stick.
Tate, do you like Tater?
Oh, yeah, I love Tater.
Tater Tot, I guess. Tater Tomp.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. Okay. So like Pick 6 by Tater. You're cool with that if we say that
Yeah,
on the
that's
broadcast?
great.
Cool. Where can I go to get the best sandwich?
Ooh. Best sandwich. I'm a Jersey Mike's guy,
Mhm.
although I'm a little burnt out of it because we have it for pregame. But Jersey Mike's makes a great sandwich, I feel like, because you get to put whatever you want on there.
Do you guys have Jersey Mike's like before every game?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the ritual.
Yeah, well, besides home games.
Okay, then it's
Yeah.
I gotcha. Jersey Mike's. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 10 seconds on pumas.
Like
what
the
what you
shoe?
know about the animal.
Oh, the animal.
What you know about them, what they're known for, what's cool about them, what you don't like. Just give me 10 seconds on pumas.
Jeez, well, I know they're a very fast animal. You know, they're sleek and stealth, and they got great survival skills, and they're just a pretty cool animal.
So what you're telling me is they're pretty underrated.
Yeah.
Because we don't often hear about
No, you
pumas,
don't.
But they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're definitely an underrated cat, I guess, compared to the cheetah and the whatever big cats there are.
Whatever other spare cats there are. Yeah, pumas are the best. That's funny. What's your bit on the team? What are you known for?
Probably just singing all the time. I'm always singing some country tune in the locker room. Whether people notice it or not, I'm always just that guy who's singing around the locker room.
You're the singer.
Yeah.
Are you
Whether it's good or bad.
Yeah. All right, a couple more for you. What is your favorite Coach Rogers saying?
I have a few, but I'd say my favorite one is you're throwing a no-hitter, Nolan Ryan. I think that's one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like when he says, go to Home Depot, buy you some wood, and build a bridge and get over it. Those are two classics that he likes to use.
I'm sure the Nolan Ryan one is pretty common for defenders, especially in the secondary or linebackers.
I probably heard that one my sophomore year once or twice.
I can tell a lot about your personality when you answer this question, and that is IHOP or Waffle House.
Waffle House. Me and Grant Chaney and Ethan, we all go to Waffle House all the time just to like hang out and talk. The guys are so nice there that work there too.
Really? Which one are you going to?
Usually we go to the Denton one, but I guess it just depends on what we're doing that weekend and where we're at.
Yeah.
But if we're at home, we just drive over to Denton.
Man, we need one here in Argyle.
Yeah, we do. We really do. I told Grant that, you know, if I make it big one day, and if we make it big, we should make a luxurious Waffle House together, and just keep the core values, but get more people to come to it to experience the greatness of it.
Yeah, but see, the downtroddenness or whatever is kind of a part of the allure to some people. Is like, man, this feels like a trucker stop where I can get some really awesome food and see a bunch of weirdos. But yeah, I'm maybe call it Waffle Home or Waffle Condo, something like that. So
Waffle Mansion is I
there
think
you go.
What we came up with.
Waffle Manor.
Waffle Manor, that's great.
I think you got a pretty good business plan here. That sounds pretty awesome. But don't take away the fact that they cook in front of you.
No, that'll stay. All the core values will stay.
Yeah.
But it's just making it more of an attraction because people are missing out.
They are. Man, that peanut butter waffle and hash brown bowl.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Okay, I like where this is headed. And remember me in that. If you make it Waffle Manor, I want to hear about it.
All right, I will.
Okay. All right, Tate, it's great to get to meet you. You know, you guys are trucking along through district. I know you have big aspirations for this year. You want to repeat. Best luck in that and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tater Tomp. That was senior Tate Thompson, a safety for your Argyle Eagles. The Eagles lead at the break 35-0 over Terrell. We are inside the Lori Jacobson and Legacy Group halftime show, and let's quickly move ahead. We have a special Argyle ISD Eagle update for you tonight, including a couple special guests highlighted by the Argyle mayor to give us some info on the upcoming Arbor Day. And you'll learn a couple things about Argyle in this if you stay tuned. So here is the Argyle ISD Eagle update with Pamela Arrington.
Hello, Argyle. This is Pamela Arrington bringing you updates from around the district and here in our community. I want to start off by saying happy homecoming to everyone. Also want to thank everyone who worked so hard to make the Homecoming Carnival and the Community Pep Rally such big successes. I know everyone had a great time at both events. All right, so looking ahead, on October the 27th, we have the ribbon cutting for the new location for Argyle High School. That ribbon cutting will kick off at 6 p.m. and it will run until 8 p.m. So if you can come out and enjoy some student-led tours of Argyle High School, also grab an Argyle-themed cookie, and just join us in celebrating as a community the new location of Argyle High School. The Argyle Education Foundation has their 4th annual chili cook-off and mac down coming up at Unity Park on November the 7th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So make sure you mark your calendars. Again, that's November 7th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Argyle Education Foundation's chili cook-off and mac down. I know I always look forward to this event because I love tasting their great chili and mac and cheese. So make sure that you purchase your tickets. You can purchase them online at www.supportargyleisd.org. Mark your calendars for Saturday, November the 6th. That is the Argyle Holiday Market. It will be taking place at Argyle High School in Canyon Falls from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come check out some great homemade goods, enjoy some great food, and find specialty gifts. You can do a lot of your Christmas shopping at this event. You can shop small and buy local and supporting everyone that's going to be at the holiday market. You can find a QR code in the flyer for the holiday market inside the most recent Eagle update, and that QR code is going to take you to a link online to purchase your tickets. There's a $2 entry fee. Don't stand in line, purchase your tickets ahead of time. Again, this event will be at Argyle High School in Canyon Falls, Saturday, November 6th. I hope to see all of you there. Well, Argyle, I want to talk to you about 2 special events we have coming up in November. On November the 5th, the town of Argyle has teamed up with Argyle ISD to dedicate trees at Unity Park. This special event will also include students from Argyle Intermediate School as they get to attend the event. We have Town Mayor Brian Livingston and Town Administrator Rich Olson joining Argyle ISD Superintendent Dr. Telena Wright and the Argyle ISD School Board President Mr. Sam Slayton that day. It's going to be a very special event. We're also excited about the fact that BPS Technology will be sending plant scientists to Argyle Intermediate School that morning to talk to the students about the science behind growing trees and the importance of replacing trees that have been cut down. We also will have a special art contest for the students there, and Mayor Livingston and Argyle ISD Superintendent Dr. Telena Wright will be judging the art contest. So we're going to have some great things happening that day. And then the very next day, Saturday, November the 6th, BPS Technology is going to be giving out free trees to those Argyle town residents who pre-registered. So we're very excited about all of these different events that are coming coming up, and I want to announce that I have a special guest with us here. We have Mayor Brian Livingston to talk to us about the importance behind holding Arbor Day and these special events here in Argyle. So, Mayor Livingston, thank you so much for being with us here today, and can you talk to us about the importance behind these events?
Thanks, Pam. I appreciate the opportunity to chat with you today. The town of Argyle is extremely focused on National Arbor Day festivities because National Arbor Day is a policy initiative of the town related to our desire to preserve the tree cover. 33% of the landmass of Argyle is under tree canopy, and we want to keep it that way, or if possible, extend the tree canopy. Trees are part of our heritage here in Argyle, and we went out 3 years ago and applied to the National Arbor Day Foundation for the Tree City USA certification so that we could make enshrining the preservation of trees in Argyle as one of the most important policy goals of the town.
Wonderful. Well, I know there's a lot of history behind the trees here in Argyle. Can you tell us a little bit more about that piece?
You bet. So Argyle, with approximately 30% of its land area still under tree canopy, is one of the largest remaining stretches of North Texas that provides you with a sense of what the Cross Timbers region looked like when the pioneers were passing through this area on their way to stake claims to farmland and ranch land farther west in Texas. The Cross Timbers stretches from central Texas all the way up to Kansas. A lot of it's gone now, but we still have a big chunk of it in the form of blackjack and post oaks in our region, and it's a link to our past. So it really takes Argyle and keeps its heritage alive in terms of the pioneering folks who originally settled this region.
Wonderful. Well, I know I've learned some information today that I didn't know, and I'm proud to be living here in Argyle and proud of the fact that the town is standing behind this and promoting these events, and I know our students are really going to enjoy being a part of this as well. So, Mayor Livingston, tell us, what is your favorite thing about Argyle?
Well, by far, my favorite thing about Argyle is that we have a community here, even though we have so many newcomers, all of whom are welcome, and all of whom have brought here for the quality of life that we enjoy in Argyle. This is still, with all the changes and with all the growth, a place with the small town feel of a small town Texas town, including having a school district that's small enough to be supportive of each and every kid, no matter their circumstances. So that small town, nearly rural feel in this town is precious and important to everyone who lives here.
Wonderful. Couldn't have been said any better. So thank you so much, Mayor Livingston, for being here with us today as we're cheering on our Argyle Eagles. And I tell you what, I'm going to save the best for last. So I have a few other people I'm going to introduce to you, and then we're going to let Mayor Livingston see us out with a Go Eagles. All right, so next I want to introduce you to Julia Falcon. So Julia is the communications coordinator for the town of Argyle, and I want Julia to talk to you a little bit about the role she's played in helping out with the Arbor Day events.
So the role that I'm playing in the Arbor Day events include the marketing, social media coordination, ordering the trees, and making sure that residents get their trees during their designated time and can get them planted.
Perfect. Well, I know the residents are excited. They're going to be able to stop by and pick up a tree. Now, of course, residents had to pre-register to be able to go pick up a tree. And so tell us, I know that this event has been held in the past. How many trees do you think will be handed out on Saturday? How many trees are you expecting to give out?
We ordered 160, and time slots are filling up quickly and have filled up very quickly. So definitely 160 trees will be given to residents.
Wonderful. We appreciate everything you do, Julia, and we appreciate all your hard work in this event. So next, I have Emilio Sanchez. He's the development director for Argyle. So Emilio, tell us a little bit about your role in this.
So that was most of the Argyle ISD Eagle update. You can catch the rest of it on the Eagles Nest podcast. Released weekly every Thursday. Wherever you get your podcasts, just search Eagles Nest Podcast. It is done by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club. Don't miss the rest of the interview. But I do want to get you to the homecoming ceremony, which is underway now. Here is the voice of Eagle Stadium, Andy Smith.
Of Charles and Jolie Ingold. He's being escorted by his mom, Jolie. Harry is a member of the Argyle High School Marching Band and also involved in Canvas Youth at the Well. Harrison Engel, the sophomore princess, Shannon Rice. Shannon is escorted by her mother, Hannah Gotro. She's also involved in track and the student council. Shannon is a member of the Challenge Day Club and the French Club. Again, the sophomore prince and princess for 2021, Harrison Engel and Shannon Rice. Now for the junior prince, Aiden McKinney. Aiden is the son of Kelly and David McKinney. He's being escorted by his mom, Kelly. Aiden plays tennis, is in the choir. He sings with Flight a cappella, and also part of the Health Occupation Students of America. This year's junior princess is Ryan Nash. Ryan is the daughter of Rob and Cassandra Nash, escorted by her dad, Rob. Ryan is involved in the Argyle High School Theater Program, Student Council, and National Charity League. Again, your Argyle High School Junior Prince and Princess as voted on by the students for 2021, Aiden McKinney and Ryan Nash. Now let's meet the Argyle High School King and Queen nominees, and we'll start with our first King nominee, Pedro Perez. Pedro is the son of Alma Rico and Oscar Perez. He's escorted by his mom, Alma. Pedro has been involved in Argyle High School athletics, enjoys Bible study, and spending time with his family. After high school, Pedro plans to pursue his interest in welding. Pedro Perez. Our next King nominee is the captain, number 2, Will Ramsey. Will is the son of Tammy and Chris Ramsey. He's being escorted by his mom, Tammy. Will plays varsity football, also plays soccer, also a member of the National Honor Society. After he graduates, he's going to play college football and study medicine. Our next King nominee is number 5, Hayden Stewart. Hayden is the son of Brandon and Jennifer Stewart, escorted tonight by his mom, Jennifer. Plays varsity football, varsity baseball, runs track, also a member of the FCA and Young Men's Service League. He wants to play college football and major in business. Hayden Stewart. Our next King nominee is Zachary Tate. Zachary is the son of Molly and Darren Tate, being escorted by his mom, Molly. Zachary is a member of the Argyle High School Band, competes in the UIL Literary Criticism and Spelling, also in the National Honor Society. He plans to pursue a degree in English Literature at the University of Texas at Austin. That is Zachary Tate. And tonight, our last King nominee is Vedette Tripathi. Vedette is the son of Vedant and Ritika Tripathi, escorted by his mother, Ritika. Vedette is on the cross-country team, competes in UIL academics. He's going to go to the University of Texas at Austin and study electrical engineering. Now it's time to meet the 2021 Argyle High School Homecoming Queen nominees, and our first Queen nominee, Kimberly Geese. Kimmy is the daughter of Chad and Tara Geese, escorted by her dad, Chad. Kimmy is involved in Young Life, the Argyle United Methodist Church Student Council. She also sings with Remedy a cappella in the National Honor Society. She plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin and study international studies. Wants to travel abroad and do mission work. That's Kimberly Geese.
If you're just joining us, the score at the half is Argyle 35-0, and this is the Argyle 2021
Our next Queen
homecoming
nominee
ceremony.
is Chin-Yu Yang. Chin-Yu is the daughter of Hong Wang and JJ. She's escorted by her dad, JJ. Chin-Yu dances with the Majestics, is in the Argyle High School Art Club. She's a member of the National Honor Society, also the National Art Honor Society. Chin-Yu plans to attend either Texas A&M or the University of Texas to study architecture. The next Queen nominee tonight, Ellie Neese. Ellie is the daughter of Shannon and Joel. She's escorted by her dad, Joel. Ellie's a varsity cheerleader in the Argyle High School PALS program. She runs track, is involved also in a Bible study. She plans to attend the University of Arkansas Whoopig. The next Queen nominee tonight, Maggie Standridge. Maggie's the daughter of Valerie and CB Standridge, escorted by her dad, CB. Maggie's on the varsity cheer squad, also in the PALS program. She's a member of the Challenge Day Club and FCA. She wants to go to the University of Oklahoma to study business. Maggie Standridge. And our final Queen nominee tonight, Tinley Wharton. Tinley is the daughter of Jason and Christiana Wharton, escorted by her dad, Jason. She's the yearbook staff co-editor, also a co-editor and a member of the National Honor Society. She's going to major in pre-veterinarian studies and specialize in conservation veterinarian things. Tinley Wharton, everyone. Another congratulations to all our 2021 King and Queen nominees. Here tonight to help crown the new Argyle High School Homecoming Queen and King is our 2020 Homecoming King, Gunnar St. Romain. He's being helped by Argyle High School cheerleaders. Are we ready? And now, presenting the 2021 Homecoming Queen and King of Argyle High School. Our 2021 King is Zachary Tate. Way to go, Zachary. And our 2021 Argyle High School Homecoming Queen is Kimberly Geese. How about a big hand again, and congratulations to Zachary Tate and Kimberly Geese, your 2021 Homecoming King and Queen.
All right, thanks to Andy Smith, and congratulations again to the Homecoming Court of 2021. This is the halftime show brought to you by Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group Real Estate. Argyle leads Terrell at the break 35-0. These teams are back out on the field and stretching and warming up, so we should only be a few minutes away here, but we're going to take one more time out and come back with some of the first half stats and sounds. This is Eagle Football, brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
Hey there, Brian Knatzer here of the Brian Knatzer team, powered by Cardinal Financial. Did you know that long-term fixed rates are still near their 50-year lows? Don't miss out. They won't last long. Reach out to me and my team today for a free mortgage consult. Whether you're looking to purchase a home or refinance a home, let the Brian Knatzer team be your guide. You can apply online at thebrianknatzerteam.com or give us a call at 972-777-LOAN. Again, that number is 972-777-5626.
NWC General Construction. It's about trust. When you hire a contractor, especially after a hailstorm, you'd better hire one who you can trust. NWC General Construction is that company. We've got a 40-year history. NWC is a GAF Master Elite roofing contractor and a member of GAF's exclusive President's Club. We do roofing, gutters, painting, siding, windows, fencing, and more at a fair price. Please visit our website at nwcgeneralconstruction.com or call us at 214-989-ROOF.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium, Homecoming 2021. Zachary Tate, your homecoming king. Kimberly Geese, your homecoming queen. Announced tonight as we get set for our third quarter with Blake Jones, Clark McNulty, Mitch Cullen. I'm Kenny Arthur. A few first half stats for you here. Argyle 15 first downs to 8 over Terrell. Total yardage in that first half, Argyle 359, only 111 for the Tigers. Argyle had 208 on the ground, 151 through the air. Both teams with a couple of penalties. Jet Copeland goes 6 out of 9 throwing the football. Had 138 yards, 3 touchdown passes. Peyton Shoemaker led the way on the ground, 7 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Landon Ferris had 5 carries for 40 yards. Knox Scoggins 4 for 19. Jet Copeland had 3 carries for 40 yards. Ward McCollum had 1 carry, and it was a touchdown. It ended up being a backwards pass. And here is the kickoff to begin the second half, and it's going to be taken 5 yards deep. And I'm not sure why he brought that out, especially after he muffed it and dropped it in the end zone. But Trey Batson makes the stop on Drayden Fulbright, his second special teams tackle for Batson. And Terrell will have the ball at their own 12-yard line to start this second half.
Yeah, and when you're already down 35-0 and you feel the kick 5 yards deep and then drop it and then continue to run it out is not really going to help your case too much.
No, or maybe the mindset is nothing to lose.
That's right.
So maybe, some of them that situations when the kind of outkick your coverage or the coverage gets too deep or whatever. But toss sweep to the left side, and now cutting it straight back up the middle is the running back for the Terrell Tigers, and he will have absolutely nowhere to go. Brock Bunce there to stack him up. Carson Shaw in there as well. I believe that was Chase Bingman on the carry, and it's a loss of a yard. Second down and 11. That offense for the Terrell Tigers. Monte Kennedy, the junior, is the quarterback. Chase Bingman and Drayden Fulbright are the running backs. The wide receivers, Darion Holmes. Zamandrick Hambrick is the tight end. Up front, San Lucas Coronado, the center. Hearsey McCready and Christian Hedgeman, the guards. Josh Nwankpa and Sensei Roan are the tackles. Here is the jet sweep to Kanye Nix, I believe. No, I'm sorry, that is Fulbright. And Grant Mirabal makes his 5th tackle of the evening. Maybe a pickup of a yard that time. It'll leave 3rd down and 10 for the Terrell Tigers. Defensively for Argyle, back here in the secondary, the safeties are Zach Oldmeyer, Dax Araney, and Jacob Robinson. The corners are Cade Moore and Jaquan Felton. The linebackers are Grant Mirabal, Brock Bunce, and Carson Shaw. And the big boys up front to start this second half are Jaden Scarlett in the middle, Michael Madry, and Ethan Gonzalez outside on the defensive front. 1 for 5 on 3rd down in this game for Terrell, and it's going to be play action, and rolling to his left and throwing to a wide open Fulbright is Monte Kennedy, and he's going to have a first down out across the 30 before he's upended by Cade Moore at the 32-yard line. 3rd completion of the game for Monte Kennedy. He's now 3 out of 6. That was a 20-yard gain and a Terrell Tiger first down.
Yeah, that had to be busted coverage or something, because when they rolled out, there was nobody over there but him. And on a 3rd down, you'd think you'd have somebody out in the flats, but Argyle didn't. That's how they got the first down.
There's a toss sweep to the right side, and it's Fulbright again, but Jaden Scarlett from his nose guard position got through there. His 3rd tackle for loss tonight, a loss of 4 on this one, back to the 28, 2nd down, 14.
Boy, he's feasting on those sweeps, isn't he?
Yeah.
And if you look at it, he's catching those guys, right? I mean, they're not running away from him, so he's showing some serious wheels out there.
Have Clark keep an eye on that and see if Jaden's just shooting through a gap there, or if he's. I did see him one time in that first half. We were trying to figure out how he got back there. I did see one time he just pushed the center down into the turf and just stepped right over him.
San Lucas?
Right, San Lucas Coronado, the center. 2nd down and 14 here for the Tigers. 2 receivers split out left, but it's going to be a handoff straight ahead. A little bit of a hole there for Bingman, but Grant Mirabal wraps him up. And Dax Araney comes in to help clean things up. A pickup of a couple this time. No, I'm sorry, that's a pickup of about 5 because they were Yeah, they're back there, so it'll be third down and we'll call it a gain of 6, third down and 8.
Yeah, they doubled him that time. They doubled Jaden. I watched it that time. They doubled him and stood him up, so that's why he wasn't just flying back there. But, they can't double everybody, right? And Argyle has so many weapons on defense. If you start doubling people, somebody else is going to get there.
Third down and 8 here. Play action, and he's going to roll to his left again. Carson Shaw giving chase, and he's going to wrap him up, and he's going to throw it away. I don't think that ball got back to the line of scrimmage. It's got to be should be a grounding penalty.
Well, so they had
flags down.
They had 20 who looked like he was supposed to get out there in the flat, but didn't do it.
Let's get the call here.
Intentional grounding, number 5 of the offense. Ball was placed by the foul, 4th down.
So it's 4th down after that intentional grounding. Let's go down to Clark and get a little bit of that Chick-fil-A 407 mood on the sideline, and also talk a little bit about Jaden Scarlett and how he's breaking through the line so easily.
Well, I'll tell you this. They came out of the locker room. There's an intensity. Argyle's normally so business-like on the sidelines, but they're really showing their emotions on the sidelines tonight. And, yes, they're taking turns doubling down on Jaden and Mykel Madry.
So when they double Madry, Jaden gets through, and they double Jaden, Madry gets through. Colton Brunke to punt the football. Nice high punt for Brunke. It's going to hit at the 45, take a nice roll if you're a Terrell Tiger fan. And it's going to be down at the 40-yard line. So that is a 40-yard punt for Colton Brunke, and no return with 8:28 to play here in the third quarter, and Argyle leading 35-0. Your go-to source for all your power sports needs is Cycle Center of Denton. Visit their huge showroom to see new and pre-owned models from KTM, Kawasaki, BMW, Honda, Polaris, and more. And factory-trained technicians for all your repair needs. Go see Kenny, Lupe, Carlos, and the gang and become part of the Cycle Center Denton family, or visit cyclecenterofdenton.com. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, traveling from right to left in this third quarter. And here's a quick pass out to Hayden Stewart, and he's going to have 11 yards on his first catch, be run out of bounds, but not before a first down in Terrell territory. Say that fast 5 times at the 49-yard line. Jet Copeland, of course, the quarterback for Argyle. Starting at running back here in this second half is Landon Ferris. Riley Van Poppel is out there at tight end right now. We mentioned Hayden Stewart. Riley Page in the slot, and that's who he's going to this time. And it's going to be caught by Riley just outside the hash, comes inside toward the hash, and he's being slung around like a rag doll out there, but doesn't want to go down, and finally does, but not before a pickup of about 7. Wayne Pritz is also out there. He's split out wide right up front. It's Nash Kruger at the center, Nick Rubian and Austin Criswell at the guards, Sheridan Wilson and Dominic Reed are the tackles. Going deep, looking for Pritz, in stride, he's got it at the 10, 5, and he's going to be drugged down from behind at the 2-yard line. A 40-yard pass from Jet Copeland to number 16, Wayne Pritz. That's 1st and goal for Argyle.
Yeah, they had man-to-man on everybody that was split out, and they decided to go with the tall guy and made a great pass, and nice catch, and almost got it to the end zone, just not quite enough.
Jet over 200 yards passing now. He claps his hands together, and now the snap comes back. And a handoff to Landon Ferris. He's going to bounce it outside and sneak into the end zone on the right side. 2-yard touchdown run for Landon Ferris. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, Landon wanted him to see his wheels right there, right? So he kind of kicked it out, outran a couple of dudes, and made it to the end zone. Showed some pretty good speed right there.
Pretty easy touchdown run there for Landon Ferris, but of course the 42-yard pass from Jet Copeland to Wayne Pritz set that all up. Caden Yates, deep snapper. Snap is good. Hold down by Colton Rockamore, and Caden Dodson's extra point is good as well. 7:13 to play in our third quarter. It's Argyle 42, Terrell nothing. You're listening to Argyle Eagle football on AEBC Broadcasting.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe and Tina Bartram with LHM Financial, formerly known in the Eagle community as CNN Mortgage. We're a privately owned mortgage lender since 1998, offering home financing options for your family needs. LHM Financial is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles and an active member in the community. So mention this ad and receive $500 towards the cost of your appraisal when we do your financing on your next home. Give me a call at 817-601-7800. If you have dreams, we have solutions. LHM is licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending. LHM NMLS is 184530. Joe Bartram's NMLS is 1010. 778. Go Eagles.
So there are some really not smart people over at Texas Monthly Magazine because they were not in the top 50 this year, but you want the best barbecue in all of the DFW Metroplex, maybe the entire state? Yep. Get over to see Brian and the crew at 407 Barbecue. Nothing mass-produced or franchise-owned, just a family-owned business doing their passions, barbecue and serving others. 407 Barbecue, real Texas barbecue, done right. Here's a kickoff from Caden Dodson, and it will sail into the back of the end zone for the touchback, with Argyle leading 42-0, 7:13 to play third quarter. How about a drive summary, Mitchie Pooh?
Let's go the second half. First drive for Argyle, brought to us by Lamar National Bank, and it was a fun one. It was 4 plays, 60 yards. You had 3 passes of the 4 plays, a minute 15 off the clock. The 40-yard pass to Wayne Fritz was kind of the highlight of the whole deal, and then it's just capped off by the 1-yard run. So like you said, Kenny, it was a pretty easy drive right there for Argyle. He hit that one big pass, but the other 2 8-yard passes, they were pretty nice too.
Chase Bingman running left this time, and he's going to be able to turn the corner. Having a decent gain before he is run out of bounds. Devin Owen part of it over there to run him out of bounds. You know, I do want to say, I probably shouldn't say that about the people at Texas Monthly. They may be smart. Maybe they just didn't make it up to 407 Barbecue this year.
Probably just didn't have it. Is probably what it was.
Yeah, because if you try it, it would be, there's no doubt it'd be the top 50.
Right.
If not number 1. Second down and 3 here for Terrell. If they had a Spudzilla, they would have voted it number 1. Here's a handoff on that right side. Going to pick up about 5 for a first down to the 37-yard line. Grant Miraball's 7th tackle on the night. Also stepping in there, coming up off the bottom of the pile. Our player spotlight guest this week, Tate Thompson. Old Tater getting in on the tackle that time.
Tater and Spudzilla both.
That's right.
Okay, so those little intermediate, medium type passes that they threw, you know, the first couple ones, they had 11 on one and then like 8 on the other. That's what I'd like to see them get down going into the playoffs, right? Because those things are money. That sets up the second down and short, the third down and short. And that's what you really need when you hit the playoffs, because, you know, everybody's good after the first round for sure. And, man, if you can get those things and you can get consistent at it, that just opens so much for your offense.
Chase Bingman with the carry. He's got a couple of yards this time to the 40 as Grant Cheney was in on the tackle on that play, but he's going to kind of hobble to the sideline a little bit, maybe just cramping up a little bit here on this little bit of a humid evening. I'm going to check in and get a little weather check down there from Clark here in just a couple seconds. Second down, and we'll call it 7 for Terrell. Monte Kinney is going to throw. He's got a wide open receiver out there who's going to have a first down in Argyle territory to the 49-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up there by Aaron Funderburg. But that is a first down there for number 7, Darion Holmes.
Yeah, and that was kind of a nice pass. He threw it all the way back across the field, right? Threw a nice spiral, got it right to him, and they just need to start calling the right plays on offense that are passes, and I guess they just feel like that they have the talent to run the ball, but, man, I think they got some talent to throw it, too. They ought to just try it a couple more times. I mean, it's 42-0. Why not, right?
First down and 10. Bingman's got it once again, but Jaden Scarlett's got him wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. He's able to fall forward and maybe get a yard. Tate Thompson also up to help in on the stop right there. Second down and 9. And, you know, Blake knows everything because he goes and talks to these coaches and finds out some stuff or interviews them over the phone or whatever. And so Marvin Sedbury, who head coach for Terrell, he's been doing this for a while. And
how old a fella is he?
He actually, well, his dad is the assistant head coach. Okay. He's been around for a long, long time. I'm not sure how old Junior is, but he used to run the spread, so he knows how to throw the football around.
Okay.
See, I told you Blake knows everything. 43.
Yeah.
Coach Sedbury's 43. Here's a toss sweep to Chase Bingman.
You keep waiting for him to throw it because
I do. Yeah,
he circles
he goes
back
way
around.
out there, doesn't he? Yeah. And Trey Batson makes the stop after a pickup of only about 2 that time to the 45-yard line. Yeah, actually, Marvin Sidbury Sr., not that really many people here care, but as I head up to Denison tomorrow for my 30-year high school reunion, Denison's only time to win the state championship in 1984. Marvin Sidbury Sr. was actually the secondary coach.
Oh, number 11 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
I've got, you got those older cousins or whatever you looked up to. He was a few years older than me, so he played on that team, and he said that Marvin Sidbury was probably the toughest coach, and he played college football too. He said maybe the toughest coach he ever had was Marvin Sidbury Sr.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 19 here for the Terrell Tigers following that holding penalty. Offset eye look behind the quarterback who's under center, Monte Kennedy. He's being chased by Jaden Scarlett, just running for his life.
Yeah.
Is Monte Kennedy, and he gets it out of bounds and just gets enough on that one to get it back to the line of scrimmage to avoid the intentional grounding call. I guess you could say that was intended for Zamandra Cambrick, but incomplete. Be 3rd down and about 19.
Yeah, and he was running for his life. If he'd gotten caught from behind, he'd have really been pancaked there, and that would have hurt. But once again, Jaden getting through the line of scrimmage, putting a lot of pressure on, forcing them to into a really long 3rd down right here.
They're going to try a screen pass here to Bingman, and that one is red, but he breaks the tackle. Nice move, but Grant Mirabal will be able to wrap him up. 9th tackle for Grant Mirabal ends up being about a gain of 4. He broke away from a couple of would-be tacklers in the backfield, and Mitch, for a second, I thought Bingman might have a little something, but Mirabal closed in and made the stop.
Yeah, and he did have something for a second there. You're right. He can make guys miss, and that's what's so scary about him, right? He can just sidestep guys, and if he gets enough space, well, then he's going to be dangerous. Fortunately tonight, Argyle hadn't given him that space, and they just, basically just shut him down.
So Colton Brunke back in punt formation once again for the Tigers. And Argyle will just get out of the way of this one and land at the 25-yard line and be downed immediately there by Preston Kilgore. It's a 27-yard punt, no return. And so Argyle will have it at the 26-yard line, their own 26, with 2:58 to play here in the 3rd quarter, leading Terrell 42-0. With 30-plus years of experience in the Argyle community, Dave and Kathy Salisbury and the rest of the team at the real estate station truly is Argyle. They know this community better than the rest. If you have real estate questions in and around Argyle, why call on anyone else? The real estate station, committed to excellence through integrity. 1st and 10 from their own 26. And new quarterback in there for Argyle is Alex Moeller. There's some movement. Maybe somebody must have touched somebody.
Yeah, no, I think the center jumped there.
Well, we've got a new center out there as well, Jackson Davis. Matter of fact, the whole new offensive line. Jackson Davis is in there at center. Burke Rudolph at right guard. Here's the call.
Start. 78 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
Burke Rudolph is the right guard. Noah Weeks is the right tackle. And on the left side, Matt Williams is at left guard. And Noah Black is at left tackle. Will Hodson is the wide out on the left side, and that is who Alex Moeller will throw it to here on the near sideline, and he will be run out of bounds by Trey Garner at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 14, and 2nd down and about a yard out on the other side there for Argyle. Drew Adams is split out wide, and I think that is at Lane Stewart, number 6 there in the slot, but doesn't matter. It does matter, but here's a handoff to Knox Scoggins. Stiff arms Kanye Nix at midfield, and that's where Nix is able to run him out of bounds, but a 15-yard gain for Knox Scoggins. Ty Hudgens is out there now at the tight end spot. 1st and 10 right from midfield. Knox straight ahead. Nice block from Burke Rudolph. And he's going to pick up 4 this time to the 46 of Terrell.
Boy, and old Knox, he just punishes you if you're going to tackle him, right? If you're going to tackle him, you're going to know you tackle him because he just brings a load with him.
2nd down and 5. We'll call that a 5-yard gain. Ball at the 45-yard line. Alex Moeller now walks up and puts his hand up and says, "Hey, don't snap the ball yet, Jackson."
They've got too much time on the clock. Let it run.
Now the snap back to Alex Moeller, and this quick hitter over here to Will Hodson on the near side, right at the numbers of the 40-yard line, and he's brought back a little ways, but his forward progress carried him right to the 40, which is just enough for a 1st down on that 5-yard gain.
Yeah, these guys have come in, done a nice job getting the ball out, getting it out quick so you don't have a whole lot of pressure, and so far doing pretty well marching down the field.
From the 40, and it's going to be Scoggins again running left. Gets a nice block from Ty Hudgens, and a touchdown-saving tackle at the 30-yard line by Kanye Nix. Falling forward for a couple of more to the 28 and a 12-yard gain for Knox Scoggins.
Kanye went real low on that, and Knox just pushed him down into the ground. He tried to kind of three-point over him, but couldn't get there.
Knox breaks the tackle in the backfield here, but can't break the second tackle as big number 62, Mykel Kennedy, sophomore defensive tackle, makes the stop. No gain that time for Knox.
Yeah, Knox getting some good carries right here. I'd like to see it because, the more guys you get involved in these games, the more you're going to be able to use them.
8 carries for 51 yards now for Knox on the night. Second down and 10. Eagles moving from right to left. Black jerseys, white numerals, white pants, white helmets tonight for the Eagles. Moeller now under some pressure, and he's going to take off, and he's hit hard just past the line of scrimmage. Jared Guajardo comes up to make the stop for the Terrell Tigers. It'll be 3rd down and 9 now for Argyle.
Yeah, so they thrown that quick out, right, to Will Hodson a couple of times right there, and so they wanted to get the double move, and so they pump faked it, hoping that he would be open down there, but he wasn't. He had double coverage one of the first times we've seen it tonight, so he didn't really have too many choices, so he just, pretty smart play, though, just pulled the ball down and took off running as opposed to, throwing it into the double coverage.
Argyle 3 of 3 on 3rd down, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. And I think we got another one of those ring ceremonies. I think we're going to celebrate the tennis team.
Yeah.
No, you don't play tennis. Is that Sunshine down there?
Nose ring. Where?
Hello, boys.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
What's up, guys? There they are.
What's up, Brendan Dixon?
Future Pittsburgh Pirate great.
That's right. Now a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. So good to see him in town tonight. Here come the tennis team. Let's go to Andy Smith and hear this announcement.
Into the end zone to celebrate just back from that region tournament. The Eagle Netters came out firing in the semifinal match. They defeated Big Spring 10-0. And then they took on Vernon, fell behind but came back and won that match by winning 8 of 11 singles matches. They clinched the championship on the racket of Francesca Orvis. So congratulations to the Argyle tennis team. They will travel to Texas A&M next week to compete for a state championship.
That's it, man.
So, what do we keep talking about?
More talent.
Yeah.
It just keeps spilling out, man. It's almost an embarrassment of riches, right? As much as we have here. We're extremely fortunate to have all these talented kids.
3rd down and 9. Hudgens goes in motion from right to left. Play action. Oh, Moeller under some pressure. He does get it away, but that ball's almost intercepted. Thomas Brown had an opportunity, and he was thinking all he saw, Mitch, was red end zone. He was thinking pick 6.
He had it.
And Knox Scoggins turns into a defender there.
If he'd have caught it clean, he was gone. Knox wasn't going to catch it.
Right. Yeah.
But he kind of juggled it and had to reach behind him, and that's when Knox kind of battled it for it and knocked it loose.
Well, that was one of those Moeller. Probably should just, I don't mind you throwing it away there, but just throw it at the feet, right?
Yeah.
As he was wrapped up in the backfield. 4th down and 9. Argyle going for it, kind of in no man's land here, and they're going to go deep. Looking for Will Hodson in the end zone. Hodson goes up, and he makes the catch. Yes, he holds on to it for the Argyle touchdown on 4th and 9. A 27-yard touchdown pass from Alex Moeller to Will Hodson. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, you go from the pick 6 to chunking it deep in the end zone with the jump ball, and he threw it great, and Will just came down with it, beat 2 defenders, pulled it down for the touchdown. Great play.
Will Hodson was the JV quarterback, by the way, last year, so he could have. And in fact, he opportunity maybe to be the starter this year. I wasn't completely sure. He had a shot at it, I think. But extra points good. 11:46 to play in the ball game now. Argyle 49 and Terrell nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Argyle, Texas, home of Eagle Realty, built by a team of agents dedicated to finding you the perfect home. We live here, work here, and love our small town community. We have amazing homes and beautiful ranches, offering residents that unique lifestyle everyone is searching for. Come see us or give us a call at 940-222-2188. We are big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you. Eagle Realty.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Chris Robinson with RFG Wealth Advisory, proud supporters of Argyle Eagle Sports. We are a local wealth management firm located right here in downtown Argyle. Let us help you get on track towards a better financial future. Check us out online at www.rfgwealthadvisory.com. Investment advice offered through RFG Wealth Advisory, a registered investment advisor. Securities offered through LPL Financial, a separate entity.
Well, we're early on here in the fourth quarter, but we forgot to mention this. Here are these great fine folks that brought us your third quarter tonight. Marty Bees, RFG Wealth Management, Matt Artho at Country Lakes Family Dental, Point Bank, Dr. Rex Rote and the family over at Argyle Family Chiropractic, Embassy Suites in Denton, Shelley Wiley at Argyle Fine Arts Preschool, and JB Warranties, all our third quarter sponsors, and we'll let you know who's bringing you this fourth quarter here in just a moment as we get set for Caden Dotson's kickoff. Hey, you want to be king or queen of the grill? Get in touch with the Mickenheims at Charred Grills and Outdoor Supplies. Grills, smokers, sauces, rubs, all the accessories. But wait, they can also build you that backyard oasis from custom pools to outdoor kitchens and more. They have a construction team ready to make your dream a reality. Visit charredtx.com. That's charredtx.com. Kickoff goes into the end zone for the touchback. And how about a drive summary, Mitchie Pooh?
Let's go. It is brought to us this time by Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery.
NTFSO. Nutrifasol.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you go 9 plays, 74 yards, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. You have your second quarterback of the night in there for Argyle. What a change of events, right? So he goes from the pick six to throwing the touchdown. He was 3 of 4 on that drive for 46 yards with the 1 touchdown to Will Hodson on the jump ball right there. So it was a great drive to see Alex get in there and get those plays.
Hunter Standiford makes the stop here after a pickup of only 2 yards. Drayden Fulbright, the ball carrier that time for the Terrell Tigers, with 11.5 to play here in the ball game with Blake Jones and Clark McNulty. Mitch Cullen riding shotgun. I'm Kenny Arthur. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. Thanks to Robert Hudgens tonight for going out there and taking control.
Yeah, he is.
Making sure we get 30 and 60 seconds from these officials for these spots, man. I'm telling you.
It's just like everything in his life. Nobody does anything until he tells them it's okay, right?
It's Fulbright once again getting the carry, and he's going to get to the 33-yard line and leave a 3rd down and 2. And I don't know if she listens. He said that it's the only time he gets control because Melissa has control all the rest of the time, except when he's out here controlling the officials. So hopefully he's not in the doghouse. Here's a handoff on the right side. And looks like maybe 32 was in there as well. R.J. Bunnell, nice to see him back out there. He's been injured for a few weeks, but that was just enough for a 1st down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Terrell.
Do you know anybody in your life that has an actual doghouse?
I don't know if I do anymore. It's been a while. Trey Batson. And the ball's on the turf. And Argyle may have it. Nope. Terrell was able to get it back. Trey Batson hit him first. Then Devin Owen, I think, knocked the ball loose. But Argyle could not come up with it. Looked like for just a second, Aiden Pruner had a shot to recover that football, but ends up being a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Let's see who else is out there for Argyle now. Over here is Parker Phillips on one of the cornerback spots. Caden Yates is out there at a linebacker position, along with, we've mentioned him a couple times, but at one of the safety spots is 23, Aaron Funderburk. Monte Kennedy will toss sweep this time to Fulbright once again. Fulbright running to the left. He's going to get the corner. Nice block out here by the receiver. And Fulbright is heading down the sidelines. Finally run down by Trey Batson. But a nice gain that time by Drayden Fulbright. Got a big block from Zamandrick Hambert. Ends up being a 48-yard gain there for Drayden Fulbright and a Terrell Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, he was just kind of cruising, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really look like he was going to break it huge, but, man, he did. He just kind of got the corner and went down the sideline, and Argyle was in pursuit. They just couldn't catch him.
longest play of the night for Terrell. I'm not sure if they thought, I think one of the players just needed to come out, but I think
they all wanted out.
The rest of the team thought it was a timeout or something as they all started to run to the sidelines, and the head referee's out there winding his arm saying, let's start the play clock and the game clock and all that good stuff. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Argyle 17-yard line. And it's going to be Chase Bingman running right this time, and he's got some room off right tackle. R.J. Bonnell and Caden Yates wrap him up. He's going to have about a 6-yard gain on that right side down to about the 11-yard line. Maybe 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, those Argyle kids, they're taught this, and they do such a good job of listening to their coaches and the teaching. And if you're the second guy to get in there on the tackle, you start punching and ripping, and that's how they knocked that one out earlier and just didn't fall on it. But when you see these gang tackles like you just had right there, man, there's tons of guys trying to pull that ball out.
2nd down and 4. Toss sweep this time to Kanye Nix, number 1. He's going to get the corner. He's trying to get into the end zone. He's going to step out of bounds, though. He was run out of bounds there by R.J. Bonnell. And they're going to mark him. Looks like he stepped out about the 4-yard line.
Yep.
That'll be a 1st and goal. 3rd tackle already for R.J. Bonnell.
I thought they'd strung that last one out. They had him all the way out there to the sideline and just couldn't get him out of bounds and ended up getting down to the 4.
1st and goal from the 4, and it's going to be Nix once again on the right side, and he's kind of the heavy package back, trying to get in the end zone, and he does. Official on the far sideline raises those hands up for the Terrell Tiger touchdown. Kanye Nix with the 4-yard touchdown run for the Tigers. Their first time to get on the scoreboard tonight with 8:02 to play here in the ballgame.
Yeah, and he just kind of forced his will to get into the end zone and did. I mean, he barely got in, but it was enough to get in. Clark says he got in easy, but it doesn't look like it from here.
Yeah, Clark says he just walked in. He's doing Brad Sham impersonation, walking. He just walked the dog. Extra point is good by Colton Brunke for Terrell. 8:02 to play in our ball game. Argyle now leading Terrell 49-7. Back in a moment with more Argyle Eagle football.
Hi Eagles, this is Rebel and Piper Mickenheim. Our family owns Chard Pool and Patio. As our town grows, Chard continues to value community and hometown pride. We want to know your name and hear about your kids. Chard is a family-owned and operated pool company devoted to customer service and complete customer satisfaction. We specialize in pool design and pool renovations. Ready to get started on your backyard oasis? Contact Chard Pool and Patio today.
Howdy folks, Marty B here. Looking for a place to escape the everyday? Folks, come out to Marty B's and experience the spirit of the Texas Hill Country. Whether you're planning your next event, birthday celebration, or just looking for a place to connect with your friends and family, come out to see us and enjoy amazing food, amazing live music, and amazing service. Check out our website at martybsplace.com and come experience amazing with all of us at Marty B's. Go Eagles!
Lamar National Bank offers.
Goodbye.
Checking, savings.
Well, as we're set for the kickoff here, you're following the 4-yard touchdown run by Kanye Nix. That's not Kanye Nix you hear, though. That's the other Kanye. Here is the kickoff. Taking it at the 10-yard line is Jaquan Felton. He's looking for some room. There's a couple of guys right there, including Thomas Brown. But actually, Jaquan ends up with a pretty nice return.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure how he got that far, because he was just kind of having to jog up there, trying a couple of defenders over there. But he gets it out to the 32-yard line, does Jaquan. And Argyle will have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line, and we'll get with 7:54 to play, we'll get us a Terrell Tiger Drive summary from Mitchie Pooh.
All right, and it brought to us by Chard, because the Argyle defense got charred on that drive. 8 plays, 75 yards, 3 minutes and 42 seconds. My wife walking the dogs, listening to the game, she says, "Go Kanye."
1st down and 10. Handoff to the left side. Oh, big run. Big hole on the outside here for Eli McCall. And Eli will take it all the way into Terrell territory to the 49-yard, right to midfield where they'll mark it down. 18-yard run on his first carry for Eli McCall. And you know what? The other day, Mitch, I got my pizza delivered from Domino's, right? And it said on there that Eli was delivering my pizza. And I had no idea.
Was it?
Afterwards, I asked Paige, my daughter, hey, you know anybody that works at Domino's? She says, Eli McCall. That's who delivered my pizza the night. Running left this time. I'd have left him a bigger tip if I'd have known it was him.
Yeah.
Picks up 5 this time to the 45-yard line, does Eli.
He's delivering right now, isn't he? He's got 2 nice runs in a row.
And you're rolling right now with the puns.
I got a million of them.
Not sure why he's not at Papa John's, but, hey, that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could use some delivery drivers over there and better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's. Alex Moeller. Oh, pass was intended for Alex Mann. And
man.
right into the bread basket between the 2 and the 5, but Alex can't hang on to it. Was trying to turn the corner a little too quickly there. Be 3rd down and 5.
Okay, so if we told everybody that Jamie Foxx is from Terrell, right?
No,
but that wasn't his name, right?
No, not
Blake,
then.
what
Eli
was it,
first
Blake?
down for McCall. Straight ahead. Man, and he is carrying a would-be tackler. Ends up getting hammered as the one tackler was just kind of hanging on to him. And finally, Tyrone Williams comes in and able to light him up. But another 18-yard gain for Eli McCall on 3rd down. And now it's a 1st down.
Yeah, somebody came in there and cleaned that whole mess up real fast. And it was kind of funny because Eli was going and somebody grabbed him around the neck. And he just kept driving and driving and driving. And I think it was one of those linemen had enough. And he came right down the field with a full head of steam and just blew everything up.
It's Eli again, straight ahead.
Look at it.
Nice block there by Jackson Davis. Straight ahead. And once again, gain of about 6 this time to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, he's making the most out of his playing time, right? His parents are probably going crazy watching this.
4 carries, 47 yards already, and I'm not knocking these guys because they're good, but he's running behind a backup offensive line, and starting defensive line for Terrell. Moeller wants to throw, and he does. It's complete. Gannon Pels makes the catch at the 15-yard line. He's brought down immediately there, but that will be another 1st down and a 6-yard gain. And now R.J. Bunnell will come in and get his time at running back with 5:14 to play in the ball game, and Argyle leading 49-7.
Yeah, Alex Moeller is one of those guys. We've seen teams this year that he'd be the starting quarterback easy, right? I mean, he's looking really good right now. He has a nice throw, quick release, knows the plays. I mean,
and it's R.J. Bunnell straight ahead. Now cuts it back to his right and goes into the end zone. I'm not sure he was even touched. 15-yard touchdown run, R.J. Bunnell. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and he just took the handoff, had a huge hole, kind of started left, cut back right straight down the middle of the field into the end zone.
First carry of the night for R.J.
He's excited, too. Look at it.
And it goes for a touchdown. He's excited because he likes to hit people and run over people and whatever else, and he's been hurt for 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. Nice job by Colton Rockamore to get this ball down, and the extra point is good. 4:53 to play now in our ball game. New scores: Argyle 56, Terrell 7 on AEBC Broadcasting.
Hey, Eagle fans, are you tired of all the clutter? Do you have a spare room overflowing with decorations? How about a 2 or 3 car garage that you can't even park in? Well, Argyle Storage is the answer. They offer drive-up and climate-controlled self-storage, along with several storage options for the boat and RV customer as well. They're located on 377, close to home on the north side of Argyle. Check them out online at argylestorageco.com. That's argylestorageco.com.
Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation. That's the first carry of the night for RJ, but his second touchdown of the season. Argyle leading 56-7. Hey, Eagle Realty, the real estate company whose agents live and work right here in Argyle, Texas. They recognize you need that perfect home for your unique lifestyle and know just how to help. They're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you. You can find Eagle Realty on the web at DentonandTarrantHomefinder.com.
Hold that thought, Kenny, because I got a question for you.
Line drive kickoff this time by Caden Dotson, going to be taken to the 2-yard line by Drayden Fulbright. Fulbright coming straight back up the middle, and he's going to be brought down out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ian Sellers making the stop there for your Eagles. And looks like we've got an injured Eagle down in the field.
That's a good thing that we hadn't had many.
With 4:46, that's I believe Argyle senior Tate Thompson might be the one that's shaken up out there.
Wait, with a player profile?
Yeah, our spotlight player of the week. So hopefully Tater's okay.
Are you going to do a drive summary?
Yeah, let's do a drive summary, Mitchie Poo.
I said hold that thought, right? Guess who it's by?
I'm guessing it's Eagle Realty.
Mickey Mickenheim, Eagle Realty's bringing it to us. And this is a good one, right? Because it's an Argyle one.
Tater's all right, by the way. He was a little fried there for a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe got mashed.
Whipped.
All right, how about that drive summary?
All right, by Eagle Realty. 7 plays, 68 yards, 3:09 off the clock. Eli, 4 for 47 yards. And then RJ finished it off with a 15-yard run for the TD.
Oh, a little salty. Now the coaches are buttering him up. First down and 10. Tall sweep to the right here for Drayden Fulbright. And he's run out of bounds by an entire host of black jerseys over there on the far sideline. But let's see, I do see number 67, Campbell Owen. One of those running him out of bounds over there, as well as 46, I believe, Cooper Slayton. One of those in there on the stop. Let's see who else is out there. R.J. Bonnell now is out at one of the linebacker spots, as well as I mentioned Campbell Owen. Caden Yates still out there. Second down and about 7.5. And here is a handoff to the right side to Bingman. And Caden Yates, along with Logan Gregory, will wrap him up. By the way, Tater back in the game. So he's doing fine. I mentioned Slayton out there, number 46, but 42 Ian Sellers is out there at one of the cornerback spots. And that defensive front. Also, we still got Logan Gregory out there. He was playing a lot earlier as well. Here is a handoff on the right side. This time it's Kanye Nix. He's going to have about 4 yards, maybe on the right side. Dixon Raffo also out there on the defensive front for your Argyle Eagles.
Kanye with a big role on this team, right? He's their safety, gets a bunch of carries on offense.
Second down and 6 here for Terrell. 3:12 to play in the ballgame. Clock running here on homecoming night. Handoff on the left side this time. Going to get just about the beak of the Eagle at the 43-yard line. Gain of about 4 maybe. These third down and just a couple.
All right, you want to know who's bringing us the fourth quarter tonight?
I do want to know who's bringing us the fourth quarter.
Made possible by the generous support from Jill Pizzulo from Northlake Papa John's, Tyron Stoltz from U Cryo and Recovery, Fifth Gear Automotive, Wise Health Systems, Trophy Club Orthodontics.
Bingman is brought down by Tater Tot at the in Argyle territory. Nice run there by Chase Bingman. And a first down to the 42-yard line of Argyle. Who else?
Shelby Black, Salon 377, where Clark goes at least once a week to get his hair done.
She gets almost all the female in my house's money.
Good. Noble Classic Homes and Tara Tarrant from Southland Real Estate.
By the way, I don't think you have to be female. She'd cut your hair too.
Yeah.
Shelby would.
She does Clark's.
Here's Bingman once again. And Tate Thompson over there once again.
Maybe his back.
To help make the stop. And pick up about 5 this time. Trey Batson over there as well. Clock under 2 minutes now.
Oh, there's Sunshine's dad down there now.
Here's a handoff straight ahead. It's Bingman once again. Campbell Owen slings him down, but another first down. Pick up about 7 or 8 that time for Bingman.
Hey, Clark, go tell Sunshine that Spencer said hello, would you, before the night's over? Go tell Sunshine that Spencer says hello. Yep, that's him. That's him.
I can't believe they never retired the number 12. How can Will Hodson be wearing that number?
Well, that's Spencer. It's not about him. It's about the team, right?
Oh, gotcha.
He's okay with it. I think they asked him.
7-yard pickup this time for Bingman. Second down and 3. Clock running with 1:15 to play here in the ball game. Argyle.
Oh, bootleg.
We'll have this one. There's a bootleg, yeah. Monte Kennedy, the quarterback, he's pointing, trying to say, block that guy right there, but
he didn't. Yeah, he whiffed. He didn't block anybody.
Canary Stewart was just turned around backwards, kind of like he's just watching the show.
I think he turned around and said, "Who?" And by then he was already past him. That's pretty funny.
Gain of 8 on that one, 1st and 10. Hey, I got to shout out to my 5th grade daughter, Brooke.
Yep.
She got cast in their Bingman here on the carry again, and he's going to get inside the 5. But the high school musical they're doing this year, Wizard of Oz,
that's awesome.
They're allowing some of the middle school and even the intermediate school kids to audition. And my wife just texted and said that she got cast.
Great.
Wizard of Oz. So I may have another theater kid on my hand here.
Sounds like you already do.
1st and goal from the 3, play 11 of this drive for Terrell, and they're just going to throw it up for grabs on the right side, and that ball is incomplete. Ball probably should have been caught. Parker Phillips on the coverage. Darian Holmes can't make the catch, though, for Terrell. 16 seconds to play in this ball game now, and we need to, I guess, start talking about players of the game.
Yeah.
I think I've got mine.
You got both of them?
I think we all agree on defense probably. Grant Mirabal seemed to be everywhere tonight.
Yeah, Jaden, honorable mention maybe.
Yeah, Jaden Scarlett was all over the backfield as well. And here is another, just trying to throw the fade into the corner of the end zone. Mykel Hambrick was the intended receiver, but that one is incomplete as well. It took 3 seconds off the clock there, but it's 3rd down and goal.
I'm going with Eli McCall on offense. 4 for 42.
He did have a great final series there. I don't know that
he did great.
Yeah,
love to see the enthusiasm when those kids get in, man. They work out every single day like everybody else. They finally get their chance and they take advantage of it.
Chase Bingman into the end zone. 3-yard touchdown run here for Chase Bingman and the Terrell Tigers. And they've cut the lead to 56-13 with the extra point to come. Just 7 seconds to play here in the ball game.
Think they kick onside?
Well, I wouldn't. I might work on something. I mean, they've still got something to play. We'll take us a quick time out here to hear from another one of our sponsors. Extra point is no good. No, it is good. 56-14 now our score. We're back in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic cookie cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utterford.
It's not even really that. Hey, Clark, let's talk to Clark here. Is it that cold? I mean, is it that windy down there?
No.
Okay.
Well,
the ball's falling off the tee. That's why I was wondering. They are going, well, not an onside kick, but a pooch kick and a fair catch.
Rockamore
is called by Colton Rockamore. Like he's playing a little pitching a
field.
foul ball there at third base. And it's Argyle football at the 34-yard line with 7 seconds to play in this ball game. And our players of the game tonight, we're going to have Grant Mirabal on defense, but honorable mention, of course, for Jaden Scarlett, who was in the backfield all night long. Carson Shaw made a lot of stops tonight. He was kind of all over the place as well. And you got to remember, a lot of this was in almost – they come out maybe for one series in the second half, but for the most part, one half of football for all these guys we're talking about.
How about Cade Moore? He kind of changed the direction of the game, right?
Yeah, big interception for Cade Moore. And the victory formation. And Argyle will just take a knee, and that will do it. The 48th consecutive home victory for the Argyle Eagles. Final score tonight at Eagle Stadium. The Eagles are victorious on homecoming 2021, 56-14 over the Terrell Tigers. We're going to take us a quick timeout, and then we're going to come back with the – someday I'm going to have all these memorized, right? Who sponsors what? The Gillette Ryan and North Texas team postgame show. That's coming up for you here in just a moment after this quick break. Quick timeout here. Argyle defeats Terrell 56-14. Back in a moment on AEBC broadcast.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. State Farm agent Matt Forts knows another winning combination, home and auto. Matt and his team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call State Farm agent Matt Forts at 940-591-6644 today.
This year, as the Argyle Eagles build on the continued legacy of success, our Papa John's family is here to help step up your pizza game. Papa John's is your locally owned and operated pizza shop here to complete your game plan for dinner this week. Step up your dinner plans with any one of our specialty pizzas, papadillas, wings, and desserts. This season, get 25% off your order by using the coupon code EAGLES25. Enjoy the game and go Eagles. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Your Argyle Eagles don't show up to a sporting contest, UIL event, or the classroom unprepared. Everything they do has purpose and builds towards the goals and expectations that have been established. As a fiduciary, Slayton Capital Advisors works with clients in a purposeful manner to establish and meet their financial goals. Visit us online to learn more at SlaytonCapital.com or schedule your complimentary consultation at SlaytonCapital.com/Argyle. Slayton Capital, your independent fiduciary advisor and supporter of Argyle ISD. Investment advisory services offered through Slayton Capital Advisors Limited. Slayton Capital Advisors is a registered investment advisor.
This is Dr. Mykel Pace. There's a reason why so many dentists in our area refer their patients to Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery for implant or wisdom tooth care, and that's trust. As your oral surgeons, we work closely with other dental professionals to create a dental healthcare team to make sure patients get the right treatment in just the right way. That's what dentists in our area have come to expect from Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery, and it's what patients can depend on. See us online at ntfos.com or call us at 972-371-0125.
Hi, this is Brian Estridge for Ideal Partners. Their philosophy is simple. Why make 5 calls for 5 different services when you can make one call? They've got HVAC, security, pest control, fire prevention, and concrete, all under one roof. Plus, go to idealpartners.com and register to win 2 tickets to a Frogs football game this fall. No purchase necessary. See website for complete rules and details. Ideal Partners. 1 call, 1 visit, 5 services. A proud sponsor of this broadcast of Argyle Athletics.
The Real Estate Station, owned by Dave and Kathy Salisbury, Argyle residents and proud Eagle parents. The Real Estate Station has been in Argyle since 1986, buying, selling, and renting to thousands of happy clients. We are proud and honored to be the Argyle ISD designated real estate office and look forward to helping Argyle ISD build its future because our success comes from our school's success. We've been proud district supporters for over 15 years. We were the first real estate office in Argyle and we're here to stay. The Real Estate Station. We love supporting Argyle schools. Go Eagles.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium following this 56-14 victory on homecoming 2021 Argyle over the Terrell Tigers. Congratulations to Zachary Tate and Kimberly Geese, our homecoming king and queen tonight here at Argyle High School. With Blake Jones, Clark McNulty, Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur, and Clark down there in the Mass Humanity. Let us know when you have a player or two as we get going here on our Jolette Ryan and the North Texas team post-game show following this 56-14 Argyle victory. Argyle 561 yards total offense tonight, 313 for the Terrell Tigers. A lot of that came in the fourth quarter for the Tigers. Argyle 303 on the ground, 258 through the air, so pretty even there for the Eagles. As usual for Terrell, 256 on the ground, only 57 through the air. Pretty clean game tonight, too. Only 4 penalties for Terrell, 2 for Argyle. Jet Copeland goes 10 out of 13, maybe 9 out of 12, depending on if that one. We're gonna ask him. We're gonna find out if we're gonna ask him. Was that tossed to Ward McCollum? Was that backwards or forwards?
We're gonna put Clark's prowess on the line.
That's right.
See if he really got that right or if he was just saying that.
We might need to ask.
I can say it was forward. I'm going to go against you on that.
We might need to ask someone that would be unbiased, because you know that Jet's going to want another touchdown pass.
But see, maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know if it's behind. It doesn't count.
Yeah, we could ask Ward. Ward would be perfectly fine, probably with receiving or rushing touchdown. So he might be the one we need to ask. But Clark will find someone at some point in time, one of the players of the game. Maybe head coach Todd Rogers. And where is he? There he is. There's Clark. I found Clark running about the 27-yard line, and looks like we're ready. Why not, Clark?
Grant, we have been trying to get a hold of you about the extended warranty on your automobile. Do you have a minute?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, 9 tackles tonight. We got you 4 unofficially. I'm sure a couple of those were tackles for loss, and you really only played one half of football.
Yeah.
The swing tee, are you kind of liking defending it?
I'm liking it now. When I was a sophomore last year, I kind of struggled against it against Pleasant Grove, but I feel like I'm starting to understand it, and it's getting a lot easier for me to read, and I feel like when we play Paris later in the year, I'll do really good again.
Hey, Grant, Kenny Arthur up here in the booth, and I know when you first moved to town several years ago, and my daughter was a middle school cheerleader, I think I asked her, I said, who's the grown man that's out there on the field? Did you come out of the womb just like, 6 foot, 250 pounds or so?
Yeah, I was so big, they just fed me hay and fried rice.
You obviously get that question a lot because you've got the answer ready, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, great game tonight with the 9 tackles. Anything they did differently tonight than maybe what you guys saw on film that, or anything you saw maybe on film that allowed you to be able to make more plays than some of the other guys?
I was just reading my guards and going downhill and trying to fill wherever I could, and I was just playing my best.
Well, good job tonight. I mean, all over the field from sideline to sideline making tackles. So our defensive player of the game. So thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes.
Thank you.
All right, go celebrate with your team. Grant Mirabal, our middle linebacker, and our defensive player of the game. There's Jet.
Yeah,
Clark.
Peyton as well.
There's Jet coming at you.
He's been the runner. He's been going and gathering up everybody. But Peyton, I believe that this was your first 100-yard rushing night. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, he may not know that he got 100 tonight, but he did. 7 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown. He only averaged about 15.3 yards a carry. That's not a bad night, is it?
No, sir, it is not. Of course, when I have that line blocking for me.
Yeah, tell me about that. So we talked about that up here a little bit, and so I do want to ask you about that. Man, it just seems like, especially the last couple of weeks, but it's kind of hard to tell a little bit about Ranch View, but tonight, and those guys just seem to have a little bit more up front, maybe going on a few more cylinders, that offensive line of yours.
Yes, sir. We've really been getting in our groove and getting our team back together the way we've always been, and I think we're going better than we ever have.
Well, since he's a little bit sweet on my daughter, tell me how good that Austin Criswell kid blocks for you.
Oh, he is a fantastic blocker.
Okay, good. Okay.
Right answer.
I need to get the unbiased opinion there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, congrats on that 100-yard game and getting you a touchdown tonight. And just an awesome job for all of you guys. But, man, you were running the ball, as Coach Rogers would say, with your hair on fire tonight. So great job.
Thank you.
All right. That's Peyton Shoemake one of our co-offensive players of the game tonight. Now we'll see if we can find Jet Copeland. He was right around there somewhere a couple seconds ago. There's number 7.
Easing over there.
I'm here with Jet Copeland, the offensive player of the game. Jet, third week at quarterback?
Yes, sir.
Looks like you're starting to settle in.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it. I grew up playing quarterback, so it's coming back to me.
And boy, the double threat, because when you get in trouble, you made a couple of plays tonight with your legs that really came in clutch for us.
Yes, sir. It's a lot of fun making plays with the legs.
Okay, so settle an argument. The throw to Ward McCollum. Sorry, I said Wes. Was that a backwards pass or was that a forward pass?
Which one?
The one down at this end down here.
Oh, I don't know. It was. I just had to read if
Forward.
the guy was going to attack me. I threw it out there. So
yeah, you did.
So you've either got 3.5 touchdown passes or 4. Maybe we should ask Ward because he doesn't care whether it was receiving.
I think it was forward.
He thinks well, if it was forward, then you had 4 touchdown passes tonight. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
If not, you only had 3, but that's not a bad night either. And 209 yards throwing the football tonight. So and then threw in another 40 yards on the ground. So a great night tonight. If you had your choice, would you rather just kind of be a pocket-style drop-back passer if that's all you could do, or would you rather be like a read option type quarterback?
Man, I love to scramble.
Got to pick.
I
love to scramble. Yep.
So I like the Lamar Jackson type threat.
Hey, Jet, Mitch Cullen up here. So your receivers had man-to-man most of the night, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you sit there and you scan over the defense and you see that, you just get really excited and want to chunk it deep almost every time?
Oh, yeah. I get super excited.
Well, and then we knew tonight coming in, right, that Wayne Fritz was going to have a huge height advantage over a couple of their cornerbacks, and it looks like that was just part of the game plan from the get-go.
Yes, sir, it was. Throw it up to him. They had small corners, so it's easy.
It's kind of nice to have a basketball post player as a wideout, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, he's a baller. He's definitely a baller.
That's awesome. Hey, Jet, great game tonight. 10 out of 13, 209 yards, maybe 4 touchdown passes, and our offensive player of the game. Congratulations.
Sir, thank you.
All right.
To find Todd, I'm going to hand the headphones over to the Argyle future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Sunshine. He's over here. He's making sure these guys represent properly.
Always a good interview.
Is he going to interview Coach Rogers?
Yes, please. Can I please do that?
Brought to you by NWC General Construction. We're going to let Brendan Dixon.
Wait a minute, we got to get on the dump button pretty quick though, or he's going to do it.
No telling what he's going to ask him.
Hold on, I'm getting all hooked up here. Hold on real quick.
But hey, while you're trying to find him, I am going to ask you. Tell us a little bit about life playing rookie league baseball.
Man, it was awesome. It was a lot to start off with. Obviously, with a new lifestyle change, it's the first few weeks was tough, but after that, man, it was awesome. Obviously having no class is a big plus. It's you wake up and you play baseball, and then after that you eat, and then you go to sleep and you do it all over again, man. So it's awesome. But at the end of the day, I'm home, and it's awesome to be here.
How much time off have you got right now?
I'm here until March 1st, so I leave Tuesday. I'm gone for about 4 weeks, and then I'm back until March 1st. So.
Okay, so next year is going to be better, right? They got to put you guys up in some kind of housing,
absolutely, right? Man. Yeah, absolutely. Hell, I've been on the Zillow looking at all the beach houses. I mean, I'm gonna take full advantage of that.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
I'm not sure they're going to write checks for that, but you might as well try.
Yeah, absolutely. Might as well try. You're right.
Well, who's for those that don't know, tell them where you are out there, where you're going to be living.
So it's kind of in the Tampa, Florida area, okay. Bradenton, Florida.
Right.
So I'll be there. It'll either be there or Greensboro, North Carolina. So it'll either be one of those two. Both are awesome places. The golf courses in both places are incredible, by the way.
So they got you at second base?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Second base.
So tell me about the pitching. How much more difficult is it than the college pitching that you saw?
It's different in the aspect of everybody throws hard. Everybody is 95 to 99. What's tough is they don't really know where it's going a lot of the time, which is kind of a battle in its own. You guys know firsthand that I was not big on hitting guys, obviously. So that's a challenge in its own for sure.
It's crazy that 95 is average now. Isn't it?
Man, it's nuts, but it's just kind of one of those things that you just kind of get used to, you could say. And 95 is starts to look like 91, and it's anything above 98. It's just hard. It just gets to a point where it's just hard.
Are you following the World Series at all?
Absolutely, I am. Absolutely, I think Atlanta is going to win. That's my hot take of the night.
Going to win it all?
I think so. Atlanta, and I'm going to say in 6.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Hey, Brendan, Blake Jones up here in the booth. Give me an Argyle sports memory. Like, what pops into your head? Is it a football game, a baseball at bat? What is it?
It's funny. It's obviously Friday nights will always be a favorite memory of mine. I think my favorite Argyle moment is we were playing Iowa Park, beat them, and Dylan Carter drank Coach Tinson's Diet Coke, and Coach Tinson went every game, and that was his thing that he looked forward to after the game was that Diet Coke. And
that didn't go over well.
Well, he asked me for the Diet Coke, and I kind of laughed. I said, "Hey, Coach, there is no Diet Coke in this cooler," and he said, "Sunshine, I'm going to ask you again. Give me my Diet Coke." And I said, "Coach Tinson, there is no Diet Coke." And he said, "I'm going to come back there." And I said, "You know what, Coach Denson, if you want to come back here and look, you be my guest." And I'm not kidding you. Coach Denson, he walked on top of the bus seats, walked back there, and ripped the cooler open, broke the lid to see that there was no Diet Coke in there. And Dylan Carter, of course, love him. He's sitting there drinking his Diet Coke, and I'm thinking, oh, gosh, somebody is going to die right here. That is my favorite Argyle moment, no doubt.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
That is. Hey, well, let's let you take the reins here and interview Coach Rogers.
Absolutely. That is me. I'm going to interview you.
Are you done?
No, yeah, I'm going to interview you.
Interviewing me?
Yes, sir. Do I give him the headset?
Sure.
Yeah.
You think he was funny?
They ready for me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me about the game, Coach. What did you think of the game?
This is hilarious. I thought our kids played good. I thought there were some opportunities for some players that needed to have a lot of success and gain some confidence, and our offensive and defensive coordinators put our kids in those situations to excel at the very highest level. I thought some plays broke down, and Jet was able to get some first downs with his legs, and then a couple of times he called his number on throwing the ball and is able to get the ball down the field. Players made and the receivers made some really good plays.
On the defense side of things, how'd you think that everyone played on that side of the field?
I thought we had some really good performances over there. I thought the defensive line played good. The linebackers were impressive. And we had some new coverages that we were able to use against the wing T offense of Terrell, and I thought we executed that at the very highest level.
Awesome.
Hey, Coach, Kenny Arthur up here. It seems like the offensive line just kind of found a second gear the last 2 or 3 weeks. You kind of seeing the same thing?
Yeah, we've had some continuity.
Yeah.
And we're kind of on the same page, and there's a language, and we're communicating well. And Coach Rudolph and Coach Chancellor and Coach Koch have done a fine job of meshing it with the tight ends and the offensive tackles, and the snaps have been better, and so I think they're kind of working in harmony now, and that's better for everybody.
Well, and I know that you've got other options as well if you ever had to need another quarterback. But man, the last few weeks watching Alex Moeller out there, it's kind of nice to have another guy. I mean, he looks poised and like he is really comfortable out there.
Alex is a good kid. He's a good quarterback. He's a move-in this year from Maryland. He's a good team guy. He runs all my scout team stuff, and we're pleased with his performance. We just need to continue to give him opportunities to get out there and execute, and the kids really trust him and enjoying him. So he's a nice addition to our football team.
All right, awesome. Well, congrats on another win tonight, Coach, and go get ready for next week.
Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. See y'all.
Yep.
Thanks, Sunshine. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, he might have a future in this business.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got hopefully 15 years of baseball or so to play yet. Still first, but
he didn't ask the yes and no questions, right? He left it open-ended so that somebody had to, interject something. So pretty good.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, final score here once again tonight on homecoming night: Argyle 56 and Terrell 14. As we get ready to wrap up the Jolette Ryan and the North Texas team postgame show, we were talking a little bit about some stats here. Alex Moeller, I just mentioned him. He ended up going 4 out of 6 tonight for 49 yards. And a touchdown pass for Alex as well. On the ground, we mentioned Peyton Shoemake, 7 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Knox Scoggins had 8 carries for 48 yards tonight. Eli McCall came in the fourth quarter, and was just running gangbusters as well.
The delivery man, that's his new nickname.
That's
right?
it, the delivery man, Eli McCall. 3 carries, 47 yards tonight for Eli. Landon Ferris had 5 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. Jet, as we mentioned, as well as the great night throwing the football, 3 carries for 40 yards. R.J. Bunnell, this is pretty good numbers as well. 1 carry, 15 yards, but 1 touchdown. That's not bad at all. Wayne Pritz led the way receiving, 3 catches, 92 yards for the big 6'7" junior. 1 touchdown tonight for Wayne. Ward McCullum, 3 catches for 50 yards, according to Jet Copeland anyway. That one was a forward pass, so we'll call that 3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Riley Page, 2 catches, 49 yards, a touchdown. Will Hodson had a touchdown tonight, 3 catches for 43 yards for Will. Hayden Stewart, 1 for 11. Grant Cheney, 1 for 7. That was a touchdown. And Gannon Pels had 1 catch for 6 yards tonight. Monte Kennedy for Terrell went 5 out of 10, 57 yards, had 1 pick tonight. Chase Bingman led the way for the Terrell Tigers, 22 carries, 116 yards on the ground. He had a touchdown. Drayden Fulbright had 86 yards, Kanye Nix 27, and he also had a touchdown, leading the way receiving. 5 different receivers had 1 catch tonight for Terrell. Drayden Fulbright, that fullback, led the way with 1 catch for 20 yards for the Terrell Tigers. But, of course, the most important stat of the night was the final score, Argyle 56 and Terrell 14. Moves Argyle to 6-1 on the season. 7-1 on the season, now 3-1 in district play. And tonight's play of the game, brought to you by Fifth Gear Automotive. In that first quarter, Argyle takes it down, scores a touchdown. Terrell got the ball, actually marched down the field fairly quickly and fairly easily, and they decided to finally throw the football. And instead of making the game 7-7, Argyle flipped the tables rather quickly. And now wanting to throw is Kennedy, and he's going to go deep on the left side, and that ball is going to be intercepted. Cade Moore with the interception of the Monte Kennedy pass. And that was kind of flipped the tables quickly as Argyle took it right back down and scored another touchdown. And Terrell could really not get anything going again until the fourth quarter. And again, Argyle 56-14 winners tonight over the Terrell Tigers. Trey Batson had 5 tackles tonight. We talked about our defensive player of the game, Grant Mirabal, 9 tackles tonight for Grant. Michael Madry had a couple of tackles. Dax Rainey had 5 tackles. Cade Moore had that big interception there. Jacob Robinson with 4 tackles. Carson Shaw had 7 tackles tonight. Jaden Scarlett, all he does is tackle people for loss. Yep. 5 tackles for Jaden, but 3 of those in the backfield. Devin Owen had a tackle for loss and a forced fumble, as Devin seemed like we called his name quite a bit tonight as well. Tackles for loss for Riley Van Poppel. Brock Bunce, 4 tackles on the night for Tate Thompson. When that guy gets a chance, he comes in and makes plays. Had 2 interceptions last week, including a pick 6. 4 tackles tonight. 3 tackles tonight for R.J. Bunnell as well. Caden Yates had a couple of tackles. Hunter Sandifer had a couple of tackles as well for Argyle on this 56-14 victory tonight over the Terrell Tigers. Mitch, just kind of what Argyle was supposed to do. Terrell falls to 4-4 on the season, 1-3 in district play. But all Argyle can do now, you win games, right? And then you make it to the tournament and see what happens there. And there's always that chance you could win district. You've got Melissa that's got a couple of games left. One of those against Kaufman, who's a pretty good team. But Argyle just got to keep taking care of business.
Yeah, and I thought tonight was maybe their most complete game, right? Offense, defense, I mean, they were very solid on both ends. And, going into the game, they knew they had an inferior opponent, right? And they came right out and they were focused and they took care of business. And they learned with the adjustments. And it was just a really complete game, and I'm sure Coach Rogers tonight is going to sit there and wish that this was the last game of the year going into the playoffs because it was such a complete game, right? They're on a roll. They talk about the cohesion with the offensive line now, how many running backs were dominating in the game, and that's probably a huge credit to the O-line, but also those running backs, the passing game, no turnovers, very few penalties. It was just a really complete game for Argyle.
561 yards total offense, and a couple of scores you might be interested in. We just talked about Melissa. They win tonight 70-0 over Carrollton Ranchview.
Golly, how many is it? I think they've gotten beaten 70-0 by somebody else.
Yeah, well, 77-7 last week.
Yeah,
by
no,
Argyle.
I think before that it was 70-0.
And right now, this game's right in this where I'm looking. It's still in the fourth quarter, but Paris leads Kaufman 28-21.
Yeah.
And that one's late in the fourth quarter. But some other scores you might be interested in. Also, fourth quarter, Salina leads Van Alstyne 41-12. Midlothian Heritage, it looks like they're going to fall tonight to La Vega. And so that's a little bit of an upset. Midlothian Heritage is still ranked number 7 in the state.
Stephenville.
So La Vega's up 40-28 right now in Midlothian Heritage. That game really, really late. And Stephenville beats Waxahachie Life School tonight 49-0.
Wow.
If you're wondering what Stephenville did tonight. So just a few scores you might be interested in around the area, but especially Paris 28-21 over Kaufman right now. So interesting there as Argyle will head to Kaufman next Friday night. I'm assuming 7:30 kick. Okay, most likely. I know Ranchview was the only one we had 7 o'clock last week, but otherwise I think all the rest of the games are 7:30. So we'll have kickoff at 7:30 next Friday night out in Kaufman. Pregame at 7 o'clock and kickoff at 7:30 next Friday night from Kaufman. So happy homecoming, Mitch.
You too.
Yeah, it was a good night tonight.
Yeah, it was.
Again, congratulations to Zachary Tate and Kimberly Geese, our homecoming king and queen tonight here at Argyle High School. Once again, our final score. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and the golf team and the tennis team.
Oh, yeah. Both golf team, we got their rings for state championships, and the tennis team, regional champions, and they're heading this next week down to Texas A&M to battle in tennis for a state championship down there. So good luck to those guys and girls, and bring another one home for Argyle as we just start the 2021-22 version of winning the Lone Star Cup. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's they're already off to a pretty fast start. It's typical Argyle. I hate to say it, but it's typical Argyle.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Once again, our final score, 56-14. Argyle beats the Terrell Tigers to run to 7-1 on the season. For Blake Jones, Clark McNulty, Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur. Thanks so much again for listening tonight. We'll talk to you next Friday night in Kaufman. Until then, good night, everybody.
Good night.